Hello everyone and welcome to the Guilty Gear Strive Hessen Crash Online Tournament. My name is CSA and I'm joined today by the wonderful Rexu.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the amazing introduction. And I hope you are all doing fine. It's a Saturday night, and we are in for some amazing Guilty Gear Strive. It's an incredible weekend. We have Combo Breaker going on the other side of the continent or of the world even. There's a lot of EMEA representation, and I'm really curious to see if we will have someone make top 8 in tomorrow's exciting finals. But this is not about Combo Breaker, this is about Hessen Crash. And are you excited? Today's bracket looks incredible, as always.
Yeah, it definitely looks very stacked and I'm seeing we're just finishing seeding at the moment. So while we wait for that, I'd like to specify that we are having a Hessen Crash offline tournament in October. For more information, you could go to the 2BCU Discord and look. Of course, remember to book and everything. And I think we already opened up for registrations, right? I do believe we did.
Yes, currently we did. Obviously, offline is slowly trickling back into the scene. So these big tournaments are slowly coming back, and obviously, everyone still needs to do their own part. So they have to take care, but it's a start. It's a small change. Obviously, there's a lot of fear still. I'll be talking for myself. Definitely not a very comfortable situation, but the chains are slowly releasing, and we can slowly start having offlines if we're responsible enough. And yeah, definitely make sure that if you're maybe around Germany or want some amazing offline action, book those dates off and go visit Hessen Crash offline, because it's definitely going to be a treat.
That's true. And if you can't make it to Hessen Crash Online, don't forget that we're having another season. Season, I think it's 5, right? Or 4?
I believe it's 5.
It is
Yes.
5. All right. It's season 5 of Challengers League. We're starting in July. There are new and returning games. Unfortunately, I can't say anything yet, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, it's going to be real fun tonight.
As always, definitely good stuff. I can't wait for season 5 and what it has in store for us. Season 4 was definitely packed full of amazing matches. Talking for at least from the Guilty Gear Strive scene, we saw a lot of action in the qualifying tournaments and in the playoffs as well. The long sets, the first to sevens and first to tens, just complemented an event which ran really, really well. And even hearing feedback from the players, you realize how well it was received. And I'm really looking forward to season 5 if Guilty Gear Strive is actually featured on that list.
Definitely. Even if it isn't, we're still looking forward to it. So be sure to get ready for that. Mark off your calendars for July and October to get ready for both events. And as we finish seeding here slowly, we'll introduce you as it comes. But tonight, if we take a quick look at the bracket so far, if it's ready. It is ready. All right. We do have quite a few, of course, well-known players and a few others that I don't immediately recognize at least, but there are definitely a few I look forward to here. CVI Sacred Sword and Snail Tiger, both phenomenal players. Seen a lot of them both in EU tournaments and other small events, offline or not. We've also got HDM and Agubagu, both players I also am very familiar with, both from Celestial and from tournaments. Are any of you looking forward to, Rexu?
I honestly saw two incredible games in first round. Actually, Banshee Bomb against Bella, two six players in the scene. Also, though, I'm really looking forward to having Zatovan against Pinhead, who I think we should be featuring on stream later on. I think if production can confirm us. Also, the blue border on challenge, always faithful, always helpful. And yeah, definitely a match which I cannot wait to watch. One of the premier Zato players in EU against the most active Axel in the region, shall we say, and definitely a very entertaining one to watch.
He's very entertaining to watch indeed. He's got very good spacing awareness and just some great knowledge of what to use at what point and when to push an advantage and when to stay back. So that's going to be a hell of a bomb. But for our first match, it is going to be CBI Sacred Sword and Captain Atom.
All right, so Sacred Sword with the Kai. So going to be a good match for Kai players. I feel I am not very familiar though with their opponents in Captain Atom. Have you any intel about them?
Not to my knowledge. I recall seeing someone call Captain Atom online, but it's been a while since I've perused too much in there. So, of course, we'll have to. Oh, we're getting a mission intel from HQ here. All right, you want to take that one while I get the lobby up and running?
Sure. So apparently, Captain Atom is a legacy Guilty Gear player, so that's obviously something awesome to feature. And they play Dr. Faust, so we don't see enough Fausts in the region, obviously, because they are not the friendliest character to play. But when you see a good Faust, we have like Juxtaposer, the best, I feel. The best one in the region, unless Captain Atom surprises us. They can definitely do their own while playing this incredibly RNG based character, which you really do not see in fighting games, because obviously in fighting games you want that guaranteed damage, the punishes, they whiff punishment, combo confirms, and RNG in fighting games is a very interesting concept, and it's quite a weird character to see played, but when someone can make him work out, it's a joy to watch.
It's definitely going to be a joy to watch, and we're still getting up and running here, so it'll be a little bit, but as we're waiting here, as we've just discussed, we've got some great matches going on, but these aren't the only ones going on. There are a few that we're unfortunately going to have to miss in the meanwhile, so how about we highlight some of those?
Of course. I mean, we have Punisher, one of the best Giovannas in the region. EMEA is stacked with Giovanna players, and we have at least 3 in the bracket. We have FGC Punisher, we have Banshee Bomb, we have Tim. So 3 very strong Giovanna players looking to make it farthest possible in the tournament. We also have another Faust player in Quack Duck Picks, if I'm not mistaken, who'll be going up against the very strong Italian in Jetstream. Jetstream can play both Nago and Gold Lewis to incredible strength. So Quack Duck Picks work is surely not going to be easy. We also have Zero Raziel on the RAM, so I have to what's the word for it? Represent Ram Gang, obviously. We also have another Giovanna. Okay, moment. A Giovanna from Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Or the Netherlands? I think they're from Belgium, though. So, always interesting to see. We also have Agu Bagu, one of the only Bikens we see join regular tournaments. That's going to be a very interesting watch as well. Do you have your eye on any other matchup here?
I'm actually thinking of Jetstream here. From what little I've played of him online, we're gonna be in for it. I don't recall specifically what he plays right now, but I have played against him, and that's always a hectic match. So hopefully we'll get to see him on stream later on. But this is a bracket full of a bunch of killers, so it wouldn't be surprising if a lot of strong players would get thrown out immediately. But while we've been talking about this, it seems that the players are finally ready, and we can start beginning to head into match 1 soon enough.
Ooh. And apparently Captain Atom maybe has decided to drop the Faust on the side and go for some less RNG but still same level in the tier list, because there is an Anji popping up on their character selection screen. And okay, I'll have to be 100% honest. I do not believe the propaganda that Anji is bottom tier. I am a believer that Anji can be very strong, although maybe the tools in the neutral aren't as good as other characters, and that makes it a little bit hard for him to get in. But once he does get in, you're in for a world of hurt.
Definitely, and a lot of his stuff just makes him so risky to get out. You have to respect the parry. You have to respect if he decides to just spin. You have to get a read really fast on how the Anji player likes to spin, if they spin at all. You have to be ready to counter Ko. You have to be ready to react to all the different options, or if he cancels it. There's just a lot of layers for it, and while none of it leads to great reward outside of very specific high-risk counter hits, it's still scary to be on the receiving end of. But for now, we'll have to see how they do in match 1 of Hessen Crash here.
So Captain Adam on level 100 and little more, so could be that they were actually going for Faust and then started meaning Anji in the recent bouts. Oh my god, run up throw to start off Hessen Crash online. You will not believe that the guy actually just did that. But Sacred Sword, good counter hit, but they put themselves into the corner and pressure is increasing, catching the backdash with the projectile. And a very strong start from Sacred Sword.
Yeah, unfortunate spin there into the grab. Oh, good check there by Captain Adam. Spins through. Okay, gonna see if Rose is gonna hold on to it. He holds on as Captain Adam slowly starts making his way towards Sacred Sword here. It's weird, they constantly change their names.
Okay, there's a stun. The burst from Captain Adam. A little bit of a maybe hero burst, especially considering that they have 50% life deficit, and compared to Sacred Sword, who just does not give any damn, goes in for another run-up throw. Kai Gaming at its finest to start off the tournament.
Oh, what a beautiful little backstep there to avoid the grab, but unfortunately the DPI wakes up, has to push him back a little bit.
TR from Sacred Sword.
Oh, that's a big counter. Go for the Oki.
Counter hit, but an early wall stick saves Captain Adam, who has 1 bar of tension and possibilities to still go further in this round, although Sacred Sword has still a massive life lead. Oh, the stun dipper under the Shitsu, but a beautiful throw from Captain Adam puts Sacred Sword into the corner, but a nice punish on the charge dust attempt. Big run-up bait on the fan super, and that is probably the end of the round. Beautiful stuff from Sacred Sword, patient as ever. That's 1-0 for the Kaime.
Definitely, and from what I saw right here, it seems Sacred Sword is very well immersed in this matchup. Of course, we also saw that if you joined us for Yamiie not too long ago, so he's fairly used to dealing with very strong Anji players like Noctron, but as we head into round 2 here, we'll have to see if Captain Adam can adapt a bit to how Sacred Sword has been running through him here.
Indeed, and if you have been also following us, be sure to check out the Matcherino. We also have a donation from Captain Adam themselves, from $5 with the comment Hessen Crash online hype. So thank you so much to Captain Adam, as right now they definitely need our support because they are on the receiving end of a barrage of attacks from Sacred Sword. They will not let off an instant on the sky pressure.
And as we see here, it's just unfortunate that burst there. Of course, remember that even if you press burst before the RC comes out, you can actually OS it, so you have to be very careful to pick your spot.
Oh my god!
Round start 5D, ladies and gentlemen, only here on Hessen Crash.
Oh, DPs through the rain, very smart from Sacred Sword, denying any possibility to Captain Adam to get a follow-up of Fujin. There's the jump in from Sacred Sword and getting probably a wall stick. Of course it is. Direct love to break the wall, and Captain Adam once again very low on life, 1 bar of tension, but what will they do with it? There's the Shitsu coming out. We'll see another stun dipper below it. Oh, not below it, but still a stun dipper it is. And Sacred Sword already 2 games up in very strong fashion.
Yeah, and this is just how this matchup has a tendency to go. If you're not ready to check that stun dipper, it just goes under so much of Anji's stuff. So you really have to be aware of what the Kai likes to do. Does he like to stun dipper? Does he like to Foudre arc? Maybe he just jumps up and stun edges. There's a few different options to stop a Anji running in, and spin isn't always the right answer here.
Yeah, absolutely,
It's best of 3. We might have forgotten to mention that. This is a best of 3. So, we gonna get him back on here. He's probably using the old ways of first to twos, but it's fine. He'll get another shot.
There they are once again, stepping on the battle station, ready for battle. It's Anji again, so no character change, no chances for the Faust, which we heard about. And still going into the Anji. Oh, giving Kai a taste of his own medicine. Run up throw to start things off.
Unfortunate little shit sandwich there, but a good wake up grab gets him out of things really fast. Now we're back in the neutral. Both players kind of prod back and forward. Oh, that's a good spin, but unfortunately just too far away to get it. Okay.
And for a weird fast fall FD mix here, Sacred Sword gets counter hit on the way down. What beautiful burst phase from Sacred Sword here with the PRC, and live bar is very close now.
Yeah, and as we saw, as we talked about, that was a fairly common RC spot for Kai, so first one there might not be the ideal option. Unfortunately, in this case, it didn't quite work out. Yes, the stun dipper RC will take the last round here as we approach the potential set point.
It is indeed as the butterfly actually getting nuked by the projectile. Oh, beautiful pause there from Captain Adam, but still no punish on the throw attempt. There's a counter hit from Sacred Sword. Good block on the charge toss. But now once again, we are stuck to blocking, and if you block too much, you're gonna get thrown.
Being a little respectful here. Ooh, that's a bad YRC. Way too far away. Oh wow, the Tiger Knee right to lightning here to get full hits on. As we approach the potential last hit. Oh, beautiful grab there on the fatal safe jump.
Okay, another sheet, so unfortunately a little bit too early. Goes in for the in. Putting all of the baskets in, all of the eggs in that basket, but unfortunately Sacred Sword was ready to catch those eggs and ready to catch the punish as well. That is our first set done and dusted, and 3-0 very convincing stuff from Sacred Sword. Captain Adam unfortunately will be saying hello to loser's side, and loser's side is going to be an infested shark fest in a bit.
Oh yeah, especially seeing some of the people that have lost round one. I'm seeing Shiro and Alwalu, Dr. Scatter. There's a lot of high-profile players here and losers you do not want to meet as your second match. But for now, we'll be moving on to Sadovan versus Pinhead. And this one is sure to really kick off Hessen Crash here for today.
Absolutely, so two of the best players in the region of their own characters. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. So Axel against Zato. So probably a matchup which favors Axel quite a bit, I feel, especially with Zato's lack of range, except for the sword special, of course. And that will give probably Pinhead some more confidence, not that they need of, because Pinhead is one of the most confident players I think we have in the region. And that is why you see them go in with authority, land these incredible bomber loop combos, which can make or break actually their opponent, because seeing yourself getting bombered twice, 3 times, 4 times in one single combo is definitely a little bit the motivation. And I'll speak from experience. I've been bombered so many times from Pinhead that the bomber loops are not a thing to marvel me anymore. And that is a strong point also of Pinhead. The execution on Pinhead is absolutely one of the best in the Axels in the region.
Definitely, and also as we talked about, this might be a bit of an Axel favorite matchup because, of course, while Eddie is a problem for most characters, I'm fairly sure most of Axel's attacks might be able to stuff Eddie before he really gets going because of the dead zones. And of course, the command grab is not stopped by oppose. But for now, we'll have to see how it goes as we head into match 2 of Hessen Crash.
The signs of gameplay of these two, level 4000 and 2000 for both of these players, as they are about to wreak havoc on both of us. And I'm really curious to see this one. And red against blue, so obviously a polar opposites as well. The range against incredible close range pressure, and Pinhead starting off quite well.
we already see here some really great controls. Weird double inwards. So, of course, that actually, for once Drunkard Shade has found a projectile, it doesn't reflect in Renson. A lot of beautiful quick overhits here as we see the snail getting caught out by the jump dust from Sadovan. Finally, let's go for the goal burst. Will get him off Pinhead.
Yeah, and that is a sign of confidence from the Frenchman. Like, look at the life discrepancy between these two. Still going for a goal burst! Get something going with one vision, but if that fails, the overhead does not fail. And round 1 goes to Pinhead in extraordinarily strong fashion.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see there. Once the one vision was charged, he just kept doing 5 BB sets because there's not really any way to punish it if you just risk getting hit by the super anyways. You see here. Of course, Axel.
Yeah, go. Oh, what a backdash though from Zato Van. Wake up PRC super from Pinhead. 50 meter for double the reward and double the cost, excuse me. And now Pinhead in a very good situation. Zatvan very low on life and they have to work so hard. And when Eddie dead, it's pretty much dead.
Beautiful little backdash there, but unfortunately runs right into the 2P. And Pinhead will take match 1. And so far, it does seem to be going about what we expected. Axel 2H just kind of stopping Eddie from getting in for free with that Drunkard Shade. Of course, Renson doing somewhat of a similar job and just constantly staying in the air, and Leap not really working out here because Eddie just gets caught in the startup frames.
Exactly, and that is something which you have to keep in mind in this matchup. Renson just kills off Eddie so efficiently. Even 2H does really, really well, so you have to be so careful. Plus, Axel has 5P, which is such a good anti-air, and 2S on top of it to stuff out the fly from Zato. So the Zato player here, Zatovan, has to try to work around Axel's sickles so efficiently that it's almost too hard for the Zato to get in.
Already we see Renson here in round 2, and doing a lot of work first to get him out. Also kills Eddie, so no real option here. Divine Hell will catch the whiff button as opposed finally gets in and he gets some corner pressure ball. Beautiful combo as the Southern Road to reset the Eddie gauge and get a hard knockdown. Let's see here.
Okay, it's a good position for Zatovan. They cannot let the pressure stop, but the YRC will still force Zatovan to do so. Only for a couple of seconds. Beautiful closure from Zatovan. And those are very important signs of life from the man from Belarus.
Already we always see some small adjustments there from Sadovan using the oppose only to punish whiff buttons as to make sure you can't really get rid of Eddie if he whiffs a button. Really important in this matchup. Punish Axel for whiff buttons. You can't be throwing him out willy-nilly.
Screen action, trying to go for that run in 5k. Oh, Zatovan getting the PRC to make sure that they can extend this combo. Oh, wake up Stickle Storm, not one of Pinhead's best, definitely.
Oh, break the law into the burst! That was absolutely beautiful.
And Zatovan, excuse me, just like that, evens up the score at 1 game apiece. Damn.
And already we start to see Strive's lobbies breaking a bit, but hopefully everything will be fine. But yeah, that was an immediate change in the adaptation from Sadovan there, going from really not getting Eddie out at all to just constantly working it around those sickles. And that's just the nature of this matchup. 1 second you could be reading everything, and it's just all about downloading your opponent really fast. What are their habits? What do they like to do? How do they adapt? Gotta stay 1 step ahead here.
Exactly, and that is the name of the game, obviously. No matter how hard the matchup can be on paper, you can still win every matchup in the game. Although, of course, the character discrepancy can do its own. Although, if you train hard enough, if you lab the matchup, obviously, like, that's somewhat of a cliche, perhaps, like, just lab the matchup, lol. It's obviously still going to be incredibly hard, but that's what the best players do. Matchups will still do their own, but the best of the best will do their utmost to not make the matchups matter.
Definitely, yeah. And as we see here, Pinhead's been using a lot of that 2K and 5K. And that's actually very interesting because Axel is the fastest 2K in the game. 5 frames, you see right there, just beating out Sato 2S cleanly.
And Axel's 2K is also a very good low profile move, so definitely a good reason to throw it out. There's the fly from Zato 1, cannot really get anything going because of the threat of Axel's 5B. Oh, the snail getting hit by it. And is that off the run? No, close slash waves to 8, just enough to leave Zato 1 as 1 pixel. That Ace will finish the job. And it's advantage Pinhead once again.
Yeah, and that's you can see just the immediate reversal in momentum. One quick eddy kill and one combo is all it takes to really get Sato stuck in a bind. So you can't really summon Eddie out free anymore.
What a ballsy challenge. Oh, what a beautiful burst bait as well. Now Zatovan has no resources at all. That tension bar is slowly building to 1, but Pinhead will have one faster. There it is. Spent. That risk is also getting increasingly high. So scary for Zatovan, but they still go in.
Yeah, and as we saw there, I think it's the rainwater that actually somehow managed to go past the oppose. His hitbox didn't overlap with oppose. Very ballsy challenge. Eddie didn't have a lot of damage this round as he finally closes off at this point.
Yeah, good stuff. Pinhead goes in the lead. That's 2 games to 1. Yeah, it's a very momentum-based matchup, I have to feel. Round start will dictate so much of where the round will go, I feel, because if Pinhead can get some separation between the two, that's going to be very efficient for the zoning. But if Zatovan can come up close and get face-to-face with Axel, then it's going to be very tricky for Axel to get them off of his heels.
Duel 1.
Yeah, and we saw that in round 2, and let's hope and see if Zatovan can recreate that situation again as he's immediately pushed back to full speed. Interestingly, 3 Rensons in a row. Finally chooses to jump on the last one. Rainwater.
Alright, back to the Rensons. 5P check, Zatovan failing it. As
there we go.
Up the oppose. Good PRC from Pinhead to be able to escape, but not enough damage dealt. Zatovan still setting up the oppose, getting killed by Rensen once again, and it's very low in life for the player from Belarus. There's the jump age. Good block on the 5D, but Eddie once again alive just to be killed. And the Rensen finishes the job on Zato as well as Pinhead enters set point.
Yeah, and again, as we see that Rensen follow-up, he catches behind oppose and hits Sato out and killing Eddie. And again, Rensen will just keep taking out Eddie here. Constantly mixing up the timing on Pinhead's side and making it very hard for Satovan to even get Eddie started at all. Even when he finally does, it's just getting out so fast.
And running marathons now running to the other side of the screen as the zoning is still in full force. Zatovan losing already 50% of their health bar. Jump age blocked, jump dust is not. But what a beautiful backthrow from Zatovan. And here we go indeed, the pressure will start building.
There we see how fast Sato can just open the button. Timely gets going. Let's see if Sato can keep that momentum going to hopefully save himself right on the edge of the loss.
Jump dust to catch the ducking Pinhead. Very low on life, still going for that 5P. Confirm into Rainwater. The commando is jumped, and the 2-edge to finish off the job. Zatovan is still fighting for a chance to go to game number 5.
That almost couldn't have been any closer, but this time Sato actually gets in and immediately gets back thrown into the corner and loses all momentum.
Still charging up.
A lot of buttons. There's the 2S counter hit.
Oh my god, what a beautiful YRC bait. Drops the combo to bait the burst. And just like that, Zatovan loses the momentum. But what a beautiful shot. With the jump age, there's the burst coming in from Pinhead. No chances left, but Zatovan no meter to actually be able to bait it out. And Pinhead gets a good 2H counter hit. Both players very close, very low on life. Now they're practically even. Pixels in The lead
Oh, the
is
counter hit! Fast burn! Yeah, I think that was a bit of a dooming counter hit right there. Pinhead will take this set out. 3-1.
Oh, you hate to see it though. That was a straight up panic burst from Zatovan. If they delayed the burst by just a little bit, Rensen up wouldn't have actually clipped them, and that would have permitted them to maybe live on a little bit, I think. And unfortunately, though, against Axel, it's just like that for Zato, and Zatovan will be sent to loser side, just like half of the players already going to be so scary for whoever drops into loser side now, because there's killers just like Banshee Bomb, like Zatovan themselves. Zatovan who will get to face Zero Razia, so Zato against Ram Mirror definitely not something which you want to face from either side, to be fair. So not a very ideal position to be in.
All right, as we're moving into Tim and Rayoli very fast here. We didn't even get a chance to look at the bracket, but we'll have to see if this is an interesting matchup. This is not one I'm too familiar with.
Mankind knew that they cannot
So I'm
change
going to
society.
have the Ino against the Giovanna. So Tim, obviously one of the best, if not the best, Giovanna at the moment in the region. I'd say they are top 2 tied with Akra. They're so damn good, both of them. As Rayoli starting off with the pressure right now. That Ino is so good if she can get that mix going and getting got by the 6H, but 6P for the rescue for Tim. And the damage will start piling up.
Yeah, and already we see Tim really knowing when to press that 5P and 6P. Just 4-framer and a really good 6P. This is stuff you know so often he's not too careful.
That's already the round going for Tim. Started off quite strongly for Rayoli, but 1-6P reverted all the pressure onto Rayoli. And Tim definitely Storm.
Oh, what a back
snowball from there.
Beautiful little backdash there from Rayoli to dodge the close slash. 6H counter hits to finally get it. Oh no! Calls out the heavy slide.
Beautiful fortissimo here from Rayoli. The left and with the wake up super from Tim. If you can reversal super, I can do so just as well and just as effectively. And Tim gets the first game of the set. As we see from the bracket, we actually had a Chimera between Snail Tiger and Sacred Sword, going to Snail Tiger with a very close margin of 3 games to 2. So beautiful stuff from both players.
It'll be very interesting to see once we get onto that, but for now we are here in this one, and that's what we're focusing on so far. Seems Tim is pretty much in control so far. It'll be interesting to see if Rayoli finagle his way out as he hits a big 6P counter right at the start.
6P, obviously one of the best in the whole game, but also a big counter from Tim. Oh my god, 2D went under the jump in from Rayoli as they try to FD something, but they still get hit. And look at the damage piling up there, super whiffs, but still an advantageous position from Tim.
Blocks the chemical up in the air, the 5P. Yeah, this is a bit of a knowledge check in this matchup. If you don't know that Giovanna has a 4-frame button there after every slash and counter hit, kind of just get smoked.
Time though, Tim is the one getting smoked in this round. Beautiful damage from Rayoli, the dive kick into further mix. The overhead's getting Tim, and this could be the end of the round. Beautiful He went up for the grab, but a little bit too early. And Tim is free, but also free to get hit by that 6P. Rayoli is still fighting back.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. Even if that 5P can stuff a lot of stuff, Tim gets a little too complacent. It's very easy to get countered for a lot of damage, but now the momentum is back in Tim's favor, and we'll have to see if he keeps going.
The counter hit for Rayoli here, putting Tim into the corner. Burst is available, as well as tension, which is slowly rising, even though they are on the receiving end. Good heavy stroke here to keep on the third, but just like that, Tim breaks out, forces the burst out of Rayoli, but 2 bars of tension are so scary, and there the employee right here to break the wall and get a second game for Tim.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate situation there. I did actually see Raioli try to go for 2K instead of 6H to maybe catch the 5P out, but he somehow traded. I'm not sure how that happened. We'll have to see if it happens again if we get to see that same situation here in round 3 as the potential set round for Tim.
Just that round. Indeed, we'll see if Raioli will be able to fight back, or if Tim will just cruise to a comfortable 3-0 victory. Although Raioli is trying to put some obstacles here, and Tim is trying to navigate them. Beautiful backdoor from Raioli here.
Most definitely. Oh, there's the 5P check again. That's become so much work. Hold the burst this time though.
Yeah, that Spiral Arrow though is just so damn good at destroying the note coming in from Raioli to keep some form of Oki against Tim. Tim does not care, Giovanna does not care, and Giovanna is also on set point, starting off with a big counter hit, and Raioli is in the worst position here.
This is definitely not where you want to be. It's down a burst on the last round that you get cross it right after wall break.
Lost frames. 2 bars of tension, one of them spends to keep on the pressure. There's a big counter hit. And that's a big victory with a perfect as well. And Tim will keep on the dominance into the next stage of winners bracket. Well, they go on to face Jetstream in what seems like an amazing match, which we will have later on today.
Most definitely, but next up it is Bella versus FGC Punisher. But while we wait for them to get in here, I'd like to take a look at the bracket really quick, because there's been some interesting results here.
For sure, it's a stacked bracket, as we said, and the names are slowly building up to build an amazing top 16, which we are seeing right now. And why my bracket loads?
Oh, well, it's fine. I can tell you so far we've got True Devin winning 3-0 over Marteam, QB and Bonov Banger with Banger winning 3-1. Snail Tiger, of course, as we talked about, just barely edging it out over Sacred Sword in the Kai Mirror. We'll have to see if Sacred Sword, once again, as he's done so many times before, can make his way through losers to the finals. Of course, we've just had Tim versus Raioli, with Tim convincingly taking 3-0, and Jetstream comfortably making his way with 3-0s on both of his matches. Gonna face off in Tim for the 3rd round. We've got Pinhead against XD Fino later on. Not quite finished yet, so we'll have to wait for the result on that one. And then Agu Bagu winning 3-1 over Moment.
Right, so very interesting one indeed. We still have one Giovanna for sure in winner's side. We have quite a number in loser's side, I believe, because there have been like at least 5 Giovanna players registering here, but they are slowly dropping like flies. We had Dr. Scatter, who got knocked off in game 1, Banshee Bomb as well. Then we also had Tim and Punisher, who are still fighting right here, and Moment, who got sent off to losers by Agu Bagu. So a lot of Giovanna representation. Wouldn't be EMEA without all of this Giovanna. Speaking of, it's Punisher, the Giovanna from Saudi Arabia, level 1992, my year of birth. So shout out to them, going up against Bella, one of the best May players in the region.
Yeah, Bella's been sweeping a lot of tournaments. Also recently playing a bit of Ramblefall, as far as I'm aware.
Who they have?
You see the Dolphin pressure going off and just slowly whittling down Punisher as we get a beautiful little combo here. The burst will get Punisher out. That's the late side.
Massive life lead here for Bella as a good back throw from Punisher. The flippy goes over the throw attempt from Bella, as it's still very close on life right now. Punisher working hard to diminish the life lead that the May player had. There's the jump in though, that's down flash, the Dolphin catching the back dash, and right now it's mid-screen. Action the flip kick, beautiful block, but it's bus frame, so Bella has to hold on the buttons, and that they do until they kill off with a good Dolphin. Beautiful stuff from Bella. The patience is rewarded, and it's 1-0.
Oh, what a beautiful little dash up there to whiff punish the 5H. The throw, not quite there. Plus frames for days. The 5D will hit. Just barely getting out the jump D.
Punisher really looking to go for these flip kicks, which are a little bit pesky to deal with, and Bella hasn't really found the solution to deal with them. Oh, there is a PRC off of the whiffed DP here from Punisher. Bella, though, with the 3K and gets a big conversion into it. Good tech throw.
Oh, what a just block on the Dolphin, then a dash up 5K to punish the back dash. Great awareness there. The fireside full counter, and then the 2S as Bella takes the first round. Very closely, though.
Very closely indeed. Two very close rounds, which could have gone either way, but Bella coming out the victor here. Unfortunate bottom press at the death there from Punisher, which meant that they will be on to lose the round and game number 1. But obviously still very good chance for Punisher to come out the victor of this one. It's still game 1 of a possible 5. A couple of minor adjustments, I feel. Maybe try to be less aggressive against Bella. They can definitely work their way around aggressive opponents very, very well. And maybe Punisher can take this next game.
Yeah, well, I think we've all at this point seen the clip of Bella just continuously jump dusting over a heavy volcanic viper as we see a goal burst right at the beginning of the first round here. I might catch the back dash.
Yeah, look at the damage. Absolutely sick damage. 2 bars of tension here, meaning that was an enormous amount of damage. May damage inflicted on May herself. You love to see it. Some sweet taste of heroin medicine, but Bella does not get going in for the empty jump, but the tech from Punisher saving them.
Just seeing a bunch of fast back and forward shimmies here. Danger for Bella. Super with the plus in the air. That's just May. You gotta be ready to deal with that.
Interesting to see though, the second S Dolphin on block not challenged by Punisher, which cost them the entire round. I have to feel. There's the throw coming in, that's guaranteed after the counter hit. And Bella now gets the command throw as well after the empty jump, the burst sky high. And Bella does not convert with an optimal punish though, does not kill Punisher.
Alright, here we see the Dolphin pressure and the backdash gets caught, unfortunately. And Bella takes round 2. Again.
Indeed, and as you said in game number 1 as well, it's close scrambles which could go either way, but Bella manages to be more clutch and get the victory in these situations, and this has to change as fast as possible, because Punisher, one more loss for them and they'll be out of winner's side.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous spot to be, especially with all the killers down in losers brackets. So let's see if Punisher can claw their way back out of this hole before it's too late.
Their movements here. Bella gets the all-important first counter hit, and Punisher forced to burst as Bella also gets the burst and gets a big counter hit.
Okay, the 5D and then PRC to keep it safe. 6P will counter hit. Beautiful block there on the cross zone. Another one. Yeah, another one.
Oh my god. Landing with the throw here. Bella going in with the cross up, and Punisher unfortunately getting crossed up once again. And Bella accesses set point.
Backdashes and actually gets out of range of that dash up 5K. There's so much momentum.
To succeed, got caught backdashing it. Is this a one-way ticket?
Oh, what a bait!
3K PRC upwards! And speaking of upwards, that anchor will only send Bella upwards, because Punisher will be sent to the loser side to swim with the sharks, and Bella will keep on swimming with the dolphins up here in winner's side, where it actually matters the most.
Definitely where it matters the most. You don't want to be down there in the shark tank with all the big killers we've got down there, as we Now move on to round 3 of our little Hessen crash here, and the matches we have up here are True Devon versus Band of Banger, and Pinhead versus Agubagu. Now that one is said to be a real banger, but so is this one. True Devon, I do believe he's a Ramlethal.
Yes, indeed. One of the best Rams in the region, I feel. Also German, so Sinjul will definitely pick them as their favorite. Although we have a couple of German representatives here in the bracket, and some are still in winner side, like Snail Tiger, the Kai from Germany. So TO Sinjul will definitely be very happy to see them coming up. But yeah, as we were saying, True Devon, Ram player, Banov Banger, I believe they are a Sol player. I'm not sure of their nationality as well. I suspect they are German too. Yeah, so this will be a German team kill. So a German will be guaranteed in winners semis, so that's good. But a German will be sent to loser side, so that's obviously not good.
All right, we'll have to see who it's gonna be though as we go into the first round of round 3, or the first set. Sorry.
Duel 1.
Here we go. Let's see the round start.
Respect for both players, backing away to Devon here, getting the pressure on. There's the R3K trying to get something going. Banhofbringer has to sit in this corner and take all of this pressure, gets caught trying to get out. And that risk built up will mean that there'll be so much damage. The drop Mortobata only easing a little bit of damage, but this is the RC. And is this the end of the round already?
Not quite. Scales there for the start of the matter, unfortunately, but that could be very bad here. Finally getting in, but the JH will close it off.
Stuff here from True Devon not letting the round escape, as it was a very dominating position for the Ram player. Get the pickup as well after the counter hit on the R3K. Banger forced to use the bird because it was such a scary position. Beautiful air from him.
A little BRC there, so as you said, as we see Bang Up Banger finally going on the offensive. Good little flicker use of FE there to make sure that True Devon had enough to actually FE all of the combo. See the record pressure going with BRC to get the throw, and that's an OTG.
Big damage on that 2-1 for HOTG. Big round ender here from Ramp with that. OTG guaranteed after the throw. Obviously, do it only on a certain kill, because even on hit, it's incredibly minus on wake up. So your opponent can get a punish, even if he gets hit. But True Devon, calculative as always, gets the victory with that kill. And going into game number 2, very strong showing from the Ram player here. Banov Banger looked a little bit oppressed by the Ram player, but not like this start of this round, because Banov Banger starting off really strong.
This isn't good news on FE here from True Devon. Let's keep Banov Banger out. He seems to be kind of throwing it off. Seems they're not quite ready to deal with it as True Devon gets a bonus here. Toe tap to get the combo. Will that kill?
Not enough to kill. Scales quite badly on low life here, but it's still not a very good position for Banov Banger. There's one sword still up. Good block on the 5k here from Banov Banger, but that 6p stuffs out the jump in from Sol to take the round again from True Devon.
Again, we see that far slash counter hit right at the beginning. Interesting disrespect there. It gets counter hit for it, unfortunately. This is the record juggle.
True Devon getting that R3K too. Oh my god, all of this pressure. Look at that risk building up. One touch will blow up Banov Banger, and there it is. No super even needed. Fast RC to break the wall. And just like that, True Devon is 2 games up. Banov Banger here has to sweat to even get some offense going. Ram is incredibly oppressive, and if she can get you in the corner, it's almost as good as GG's.
One touch will get the kill, immediately gets the touch. Well, that's kind of the nature of the Ramlethal matchup right now. Of course, if Soul can, or if Ban of Banger can kind of get a read on when it's going to happen, 6P, actually his forward slash will give a lot of options here. Just might not seeing too much use of it. The screw up immediately. Again gets that far slash counter to push his Ban of Banger into the corner.
Speaking of counter, there's a counter on the second hit of the Rekka, one of Ram's best damage starters. And look at the damage on Banos Banger's life slowly accumulating through Devon here, building meter at the speed of light with that positive bonus on the Rekka. And Banos Banger once again managing to get something going. DP though will go nowhere. True Devon seals the round again, and it's set point for True Devon just like that.
Yeah, Ban has to be really careful. It's a 6P counter hit will immediately put him back in a bad position here. Has to be really careful with how he gets out. Throw. Another throw.
It's not the position that Banos Banger wants to be trying to shimmy a throw here. Oh, the Dauro actually hitting. It's Mark. Okay, dash up 6P. Good punish on the Dauro, but Devon has burst, but Banos Banger has meterless DP. There's the clutch here. This could be big damage for him.
It seemed like a bit of a lag spike, and unfortunately gets more to Bottle Super there on the wake up. That looked really unfortunate. Had that been a fast RC, we could have seen Ram just blow up.
I have to feel though that Mortobot on wake up was a little bit like coming. Unfortunately, when you're in the zone, when you're trying to make a big comeback, you get tunnel visioned on focusing your opponent down, not letting them move an inch, and that ultimately costs Banhof Banger the whole game. They will be sent to loser side, but still a good attempt, a valiant attempt, but one which will not be rewarded with the victory.
Yeah, unfortunately this time it is the Ram that goes forward, not the Soul, as the
Excuse me?
the German Soul goes down to losers in the team kill. But for now, we'll have to go to Pinhead versus Agu Bagu, the Axel Biken matchup. Now, this isn't one you see too often.
This is not a matchup which you see often as well, yeah, I have to admit. And it's really interesting, I feel, because obviously Biken is onto close range, Axel is onto far range zoning, and you feel that that tether is going to be really hard for Pinhead to maneuver here, but it's still going to be hard for Biken to actually get in.
Yeah, and already we see, as we spoke about earlier in his last match, Pinhead's overwhelmed and confident, immediately getting a gold burst on the start of the round, but actually takes a good bit of damage. Just another counter hit. Oh, barely whiffs the Jiao Yi. This could be bad.
Mars can definitely get some damage for Pinhead. One bar of tension for both. Air shimmies from Pinhead, but a lovely PR receive from Agu Bagu to predict and keep themselves safe, killing off with the final hit as well. And Agu Bagu has started off really strong.
Yeah, this is just, if the Biken gets in, it's so hard for you to get them off as Axel, because even with that 575k, not a lot of Biken's moves really use some new profiles as a counter JS. Beautiful conversion there.
The RC bursts off the jump dust, but Agu Bagu still in a good position. Not for long though, there's a one vision combo. I love this from Pinhead, putting the corner back to Agu Bagu. Bomber loads, you got them as well. And now the tides have turned and Pinhead has a strong advantage.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful of that firework, but it seems to work out this time for Pinhead as he reverses the round from a very bad situation to the final round.
Beautiful response to the rainwater with the jump dust from Agu Bagu.
Counter hit 6-6, just gonna be big damage right here that might even kill with the super. Nope, not quite.
Will be enormous damage here. Hard knockdown as well. So Pinhead's work is all but easy. Going in, Agu Bagu catches the backdash as well. Just like that. It's advantage Agu Bagu.
Yeah, just the run up, Kabari right on the wake up, catches backdash, catches just crouching. You have to be so careful of it. And unfortunately this time it's Pinhead who loses the first round. So far, seems to be going really well for Agubagu, as we talked about. Having to get into close range against Axel, not easy.
Obviously not easy, but Axel can get incredible damage with these bomber loops, which Pinhead, we know they have. So it's going to be interesting to see if Pinhead manages to level up things immediately, or if Agubagu can go 2 games up, as Pinhead starts off his work quite well.
Alright, there's the Axel bomber loops, as we talked about, 3 of them in the exact. Breaks the wall for the leader, on a full life bar.
From Agubagu, does not get anything, and right now they are stuck under the sickles from Axel, as a perfect from Pinhead. Definitely what they wanted to restore confidence ahead of this second round.
Oh, that was such a weird interaction there. Very ballsy to choose to go for the gold burst of all things to punish there. Unfortunately, a bit more gallon just cost him his burst instead.
Indeed, an unfortunate burst from Pinhead, who also loves to go for these gold bursts, getting as much damage as possible. As now, very even on life, Agubagu still has their own burst, but Pinhead has neither, so that burst will be quite critical in the making or breaking of this round. It has to come right now. It actually did not come. Agubagu did not believe that burst was going to change anything, and it's immediately tied at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, and there again we see the complete opposite of the first round. Just this time Agubagu just couldn't find their way in. They couldn't make the pass the sickles, and just slowly got whittled down as the Axel bomber loops just took chunks of health away at a time.
It's game 3 up next. A very important game, I feel, because the momentum has been going to and fro. Game 1 was quite even. Game 2 going quite strongly to Pinhead. So Agubagu needs to retain their momentum, their chances to win this. Oh my god, but runs straight into a goal base here from Pinhead. Not the ideal situation, exactly 9 seconds into the start of the round.
Alright, and that was a beautiful little snail there to get Agubagu into the corner from mid-screen. He sits 2 full uses of his leader and just keeps whittling down Axel, just not letting him get in.
I love the PRC from Pinhead to keep themselves, to cancel the move, excuse me, into 2S, counter the jump in, and get a bomber to finish off Agubagu. And that's the round for Pinhead, who is now in the advantage.
Alright, Agu is slowly pushing Pin back to the corner, but the connection 2K is just so fast.
The FD to fast forward here from Agubagu to deny any chances of 5B clipping them, but still very low on life here. Agubagu still has burst. Jump in FD, but clipped by 5B, and Pinhead is comfortable here in the zoning.
Oh, the one vision. Oh, wow, that was really high up. It still manages to get the confirm to close out the second round here, as the French Axel will be on potential set match.
They will be such a strong performance right here. That first game was a little bit shaky perhaps, but then the girls started grinding, and Agubagu is now in a little bit of trouble. I feel Pinhead a very strong advantage here, 2 games to 1, and all of the looks of being able to make it 3-1 and access winners semi-finals as soon as possible.
Most certainly, and now here we go. Let's see if Agu can make their way in this time around.
By the Rensen up here, so not the start once again that Agubagu wanted, and just like that the jump in gets stuffed by Axel's Okay, one of the best empires in the game.
Okay, the burst is spent. Really good for Agu, especially if they choose to hold on to it.
Big jump slash here, full conversion to full combo. There's DT Chaos Onsen locking Pinhead into the corner, but I don't know if that was a drop or not. Will the burst come out? The Tether actually messing up with Pinhead's jump H. and Agubago will say thank you to that rogue for saving them and making sure that they still are within a fighting chance of leveling themselves.
Yeah, now we're in the straight reverse of that as more than half of life until it's gone.
4 bombers in one combo, but there's the Firework Super block on yourselves and punished with the throw. Beautiful, another bomber, 2k into jumping to H. And Pinhead is on set point. What a couple of rounds we've just seen.
Yeah, just constant back and forth, not letting the other person breathe for even a second. Any mistake is capitalized on. As a back burst might put Ago really behind here.
Awareness here from Pinhead, knowing that they had their back towards the wall, so a burst from Agubago would have locked Pinhead under the pressure, but it's still going to be like that. Big jump flash counter hit. Good jump out from Pinhead, but they're still in the corner. And right now they are out with an explosive
There's the command grab.
Command throw. Still not enough to kill.
Apparently not. Fighting guts are apparently higher than we thought, but any hit here will do it as the jumping 2H will close it out. And Agubago will be going to losers while Pinhead confidently soars on into winners semifinals.
Brilliant stuff here. I like the attempt from Agubago going for the Firework Super at the dying stages of that. Using FD for evading chip damage was the only thing that's going to keep remaining if Pinhead was to keep on going for these resonance. So Agubago smartly chose for the projectile super to diminish the distance, try to get in, but good jumping from Pinhead, actually going so far up that the air throw from Agubago actually whiffed, and Pinhead was able to get a comfortable little punish and make their way into winners semifinals very well, fighting the winner of Tim against Jetstream, which is currently being played, so obviously going to be no easy feat for Pinhead, either the victor of that matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be a very crucial match to watch, but for now it's going to have to be True Devin versus Bella. Of course, as we already have introduced both players, I think we'll be more into discussing the nature of this matchup here, because as far as I'm concerned, Bella's a very cautious player. But once that gear switch, we just see full aggression, not letting up at all, while True Devin's kind of the same, very patient, just slowly poking in with the big buttons of Ram as the Rekka will slowly work them towards the corner until death.
Yeah, and as playstyles go then, I'd say the advantage is with Devin here. Obviously, May does not have the best time getting in on Ram, but if she can get in, she can definitely inflict the hurt. Ram does not have the biggest of life bars, so one counter hit 5H or 6H can definitely do a huge amount of damage. So I feel in this matchup you can never count out either character, even with 1 pixel of health, but especially the May player, because obviously May damage is not a meme anymore. Everyone knows how hard a little girl with an anchor can hit. That will definitely be in the mind of True Devin, who has to navigate that anchor with incredible carefulness, I feel, because one wrong hit, one 6H counter hit can deplete that life bar before you can even blink.
Yeah, and as we know, as we've seen so many times before, Bella just loves throwing out the 5H giant disjointed anchor. And while the far slash of Rams is partially disjointed, if you get a bit too overzealous with running in, you might get clipped and your health bar's gone.
Absolutely gone in the trash, definitely. But yeah, shout out also to the matcher. While we wait for this upcoming matchup to start, it's really easy to do. It's just 10 seconds. You don't even need to spawn the command because we had it right here in the chat. Just click once to get into the page and then log in with one of your social media accounts. And obviously you have a social media account. You have to be kidding if you don't have a social media account in this day and age in 2022, where it's been online everything for the past couple of years. So you have no absolute excuse. You are here watching us. watching this really high Guilty Gear Strive action. And it doesn't cost you a dime, so why not give back to the community? Why not do the code? Why not help this prize will get bigger and bigger and bigger? And we will have something to give to the players for their insane skills which they are putting into action here tonight.
Most definitely. And while we're on the subject of supporting our local scenes here, as some of you might have noticed, today I am wearing the Challenger League hoodie. You could get your very own and a bunch of other stuff at, I think we have the link by typing !merch in the chat. We do indeed. And so go support Challenger League Season 5. Go buy yourself a shirt. And you can look just as dripped out as the commentators here tonight.
I'll get myself some water until this game starts. Hydrate, guys. Remember to hydrate.
Yep. Hydrate. Everyone hydrate. Oh no, they're starting. Alright, while Rexer goes to get some water, I'm gonna do my best here to see if we can follow with this first round. Probably what's going to be a very explosive match as we see a counter hit far slash right off the bat into some Rekka cancels. And now Bella's stuck in the corner. Counter 2 bursts out really quick. Immediately put back in. No escape from this suffocating pressure. PRC to keep the pressure going. Beautiful little grab there. Now it's Bella's turn. Another grab. Unfortunate little drop. Another grab. Just back and forward. Another one. The RRC will finally end this first back and forward round. Very much explosive.
Indeed, it was, as I'm back. And right now, Devin having won that first round, trying to lock Bella under the corner, but the goal burst from Devin here, 2-1-4-H. Obviously, since it's a rampant counter hit on the 5D Bella, you will not need to press any buttons there, because that is the result. 40% of your life bar vanishes, and just like that, it's...
Oh, that's a counter close slash. Oh, not quite. Chooses not to spend the meter to keep it going. Instead, just waits and gets another hit for it. With an early wall stick. Good bit of damage, though.
PRC after the roundset. Oh my god, 2S time! What is that from Devin? PRC to continue the combo, bursting with the sword throw, and 2 Devin gets game number 1. But what the hell was that 2S anti-air? I mean, we've all complained about Lowe's counter hitting or serving as anti-airs, most prolifically 2D from Giovanna, but that 2S was cursed, and I'm a RAM player myself.
Yeah, and if any of you've played XR, you'll know the curse of Soul 2D back in the day, so definitely not a stranger, but doesn't make it any less funny as we see here. Just ending around just like that.
Duel 1.
See the round started. We'll have another explosive one as a 2D with punishment. Beautiful there by True Devin to really get Bella into the corner. There's the Rekka pressure. Flips over the grab there to get a wall stick as the Mortabata will just clean the health bar.
No one life here. Bella taking more doses of pressure, trying to challenge. But unfortunately a little bit late, although there's 2 bars of tension from Devin. There's the up dolphin catching the docking Devin here. PRC downwards, but into the gold burst from Bella. Super jump up, shimmies into the air, and Devin now is in a little bit of trouble. That burst is waiting to be used, but it's not an ideal situation to use burst.
With a little bit of a weak punish there on the throw, but he gets it anyways. So we go into another chaotic round. It's just constant back and forth, counter hit after counter hit. Their health bar disappears, everything.
Oh my god, the jump in though, the jump slash actually anti-aired with Mace. Far slash, as right now the life bar was always started depleting, not an early wall stick this time, and that fully charged 6H will mean that Ram will just live on with a couple of pixels, but those are enough for Ram to stage a comeback, although Bella, beautiful movement there, punishes with the far slash into Dolphin, and it's immediately level at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, and this is a thing you'll hear us say a lot tonight. Just constant back and forward and very explosive damage. That's just the nature of a lot of matchups in this game. This one in particular is up there. It's probably one of the most explosive.
Yeah, definitely. Both players, or both characters, excuse me, pack an incredible punch when it comes to damage. And one hit can dictate the direction of a whole set, not even a round or a game. So the momentum here riding really, really strongly as the instant blocks here. Bella does not want to challenge, and still though gets the jump dash and gets the burst out of Devin. But it's still Bella's turn.
Alright, now we're back to neutral. Bit of button throwing here, but not really anything. It's a danger. Might have to force Devin here in. Another one. Another.
The empty jump here into the command throw, drops the combo, but the PRC jumps up into Ram's jump edge. Beautiful instant block on the sword throw, but Devin, beautiful challenge with the fast dash, drops the combo here. One part of tension though from through Devin. Swimming in the area from Bella. Good speed though from Devin, blocking Bella into the corner. The 6P, one pixel of
pixel. Oh my god, if Devin actually takes this, this could not be any closer on the life bar. Bit of butter on their side. PRC jump up, grab, and the OTG. Oh my god.
The adaptation from True Devin sending both swords out, so they knew that they could not get the standard OTG, but 2K was luckily enough to kill, but unfortunately that 6H fails to connect. And now True Devin still has the pressure going, but Bella switches it on and goes for the cross.
Alright, let's see the RC combo. This might kill. Nope, an early ball stick will squash any dreams of killing with this combo. And that, as we just saw, might be disastrous here. It's the water bottle PRC to keep safe.
Oh my god. Dashes straight into it. And Bella gets another round on the table. It's one game apiece, one round apiece. Very important round here to dictate the momentum. The jump dust flying straight into the air, into Devin's chin. But not enough to convert. And the empty jump into low will get Devin some good damage.
Another throw to get Bella all the way over with the OTG. Have to respect that sword as the jump P will just slowly bring Bella back down to the ground. The PRC to keep the round going here. Rekka pressure.
What? Not a counter hit, so Bella will still live on. Good block on the 6P. Cancels the third hit of the Rekka. Close slash pressure here, and Bella has not been able to get any button going on. Good snipe with the jump P's. And the far slash heavy slash into the sword throw. And Bella, just like that, sinks in game number 3. And it's Devin here leading the charge 2 games to 1. Still obviously still open for Bella, but damn, this is such an intense match. You have to give the advantage to True Devin since they are 2-1 up. As we have a result on the other top 16 match. Jetstream defeating Tim 3 games to 2.
Oh, that's going to be a very exciting one. But for now, we'll have to finish this one as the back and forward is getting intenser each round. Let's see what the round start options are here. Run up 6P from Bella to beat 5K. Bad burst, that's going to be a lot of damage.
Indeed, there's the Orca as well to get the kill. And just like previous tournaments, Bella going for the color change to try to aid their chances, and that definitely has worked off. The color change getting a perfect round for Bella. Is this actually the hat?
To see if it works out again in this round as he just blocked foot kick over the grab. Water bottle will just melt the life bar in 1 second.
Oh, gets clipped by the Rekka. The cancel from Devin does not let him finish him off, but that only was a matter of seconds. Devin is now at that point of a 2D counter hit. The myth that is Ram 2D actually getting a big counter hit. And Bella is under a lot of pressure.
All the meter disappearing on FD just to try to keep Devin out, but luckily a good grab on the way up. on True Devon. Will get Bella the corner as a combo. Reset back to me to about the same ladder life bar, but a positive bonus on Bella's side.
He has more guts, so a small advantage for Bella, I'd say. Burst is also on the table for the Mei player. Beautiful fast RC combo here, and Bella gets reverse thrown here from Devon, trying to get something going. The 6P gets one RC'd, and Bella is still on the aggression. Good overhead here, but the 6P stuff out vertical dolphin.
Oh, what a burst bait! Can he close it? And he does. Absolutely. Probably as close as it could have been here right at the end, but the big brain burst bait will make it so that True Devon will move on to winner's final, while Bella will have to fight it out in the Shark Tank back in losers.
Indeed, and Devon does not drop those beautiful confirm on that combo to make sure that they got the kill and be the first player in winners finals of Hessen Crash Online. So this tournament is getting increasingly stacked as we have the following match coming up on stream. It's going to be a nail biter just the same. It's going to be Jetstream, the Italian, against Pinhead, the Frenchman. So always the eternal rivalry, even in video games. France against Italy. Who's your money on?
Oh, that's hard to say. Pinhead's been doing quite a showing so far, but besides the Tim matchup, I'm seeing pure 3-0s from Jetstream here on the bracket, so I don't know. This one could be anyone's game.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the matchup will play a very hard role in this one, and yeah, definitely. I feel it's still the. So we know that Jetstream plays Nagoriyuki and Gold Lewis primarily, but we also know that he has a Leo, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, excuse me, and all three characters actually suffer against Axel, so I have to give a small advantage to Pinhead, although Jetstream, when they can get going, I feel they can really do some great damage.
Yeah, Jetstream is a very high-profile Nago player. Now I recall suddenly where I fought him so many times. So this is going to be really scary. Again, it is a bit of an awkward matchup for Nago, but if he can get that 2H counter hit even once, it's going to be really dangerous for Axel to get his way out.
Indeed, as we are waiting for the players to come into the battle station.
Definitely. Now, while we're waiting for that, I actually want to talk a little bit about the last match there. Right at the end, we saw an air YRC. Now, you don't see it too often because, let's be honest, there's not a lot of characters that like to IAD to reset pressure in this game. A lot riskier than it used to be, but as we saw there, if you block an air move and then YRC, it's so much stronger than the ground version. Of course, just as punishable if baited, but it's a lot safer than if you do it on the ground, and not a lot of people expect it. And True Devon took full advantage of it. Or no, sorry, it was Bella. Sorry.
And this loser side is getting scarily stacked. We have a Snail Tiger against Banshee Bomb, a confirmed matchup in that one. As we have also Tim against Zadovan, which is currently being played. So obviously, incredible matchup between the two. I can't tell anyone who's going to take it. And we also have Sacred Sword against Punisher, and the winner plays Agu Bagu for a place in top 8 as well. So again, just incredible matchups all around the bracket here.
It's going to be very interesting to see the result of that loser's bracket, but for now, we'll have to decide who's going to be in the winner's final first.
Exactly, and they are still waiting for the players to show up. Pinhead has showed up. It all remains to Jetstream now to get onto the battle station and fight the Frenchman.
All right, and so it looks like we've got another finished match here in losers. I think this is Sacred Sword and Punisher's match, specifically. And it is Sacred Sword who'll be moving on to face Agu Bagu.
Him. Beautiful stuff. 3-2, so very, very narrow margin here, but an all-important margin that gets the victory to Sacred Sword. So one step away from making top 8.
Could not get any closer than that, just barely scraping by, but that's the nature of the Shark Tank. You gotta fight your way out to become the Alpha Predator.
Absolutely.
Alright, we're still waiting a bit here for Jetstream, but as we've talked about, losers, I again just want to plug the Maggiorino real quick. Go support the players, go donate. Even then, just click on the link, do the quick little ad. Takes 2 minutes. No excuse not to do it, especially in this online day and age.
Indeed. As maybe there's a small opportunity that Jetstream is waiting for the match that is currently going on in combo breaker between Punk against Orochi, which unfortunately just ended now in favor of Punk. And hopefully we'll have Jetstream on the post station right now, as please do the Maggiorino. Yeah, and there they are on the battle station with the Nago, it seems like. So Nago against Axel, not a fun matchup for the Nago, but Jetstream can definitely make it work.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. This is very much a knowledge-based matchup for Nago, I feel. You have to download the Axel and know what options beat what here. If you're not careful, you'll just never get in.
Let's rock.
Beautiful go back to beat the burst, but not quite a punish.
Pinhead's still alive with more than 70% of HP. Wouldn't have guessed it, but right now it's Jetstream with a lot of blood on that blood rage bar, so they have to be very careful. But just denied the attempt at Pinhead to go forward, but they drag the Nago here into their face.
Very interesting. Beautiful awareness of the spacing on that full range 5H to get the punish there. Could have been very bad. This is going to be Blood Rage.
Pinhead just barely not getting hit by it and getting a fully charged 5D as a punish. That is a very strong punish there. Fully charged dust to punish the pop. So much damage on top of the draining life there from Blood Rage. So obviously, no chance of Nago living through that.
Unfortunately, a little too far away there for the 6H OGG. Letting Pinhead escape. And then reset back to full screen. A lot of super jumps here. And the 5H counter hit, finally getting some pressure going. BRC into a 5H.
It was a neat attempt at from Jetstream here, but Pinhead very knowledgeable. Still though, this XP from Jetstream trying to catch these sickles, but Pinhead being very aware of that. Blood is slowly rising once again, but the 5H always hitting its mark from anywhere on the screen. And oh, Beyblade to kill off. Beautiful awareness from Jetstream. And we are at 1 round apiece in game number 1.
Yeah, this is just, as we see really quick here, both players having somewhat decent awareness of what the other one wants to do. What I'd like to see here is Pinhead maybe punishing those super jump IDs a lot more, because they're not really that changeable. Yeah, there we go, see already, right as I say.
Yes, here though, the burst is blocked, and this is going to hurt like hell. There's one bar of tension here, so it's going to be super from Jetstream. The meter was just built right now, as Pinhead will get a hard knockdown and a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, you just have to be so careful on that close slash, especially if you choose not to FD it. There's just so many options, and unfortunately Pinhead just picked the wrong one this time. Danger for Pinhead there. Danger. Another one. Gotta be careful not to get a negative.
It's a Commentators attempt into 2H as that life is slowly whittling down, but it's still an advantage for Jetstream. That PRC was almost going to work out, but good job does here from Pinhead. Jetstream still in the life lead. There's burst also.
Forward. Oh no, it hits the disjointed hitbox. That could be absolutely disastrous if they're not careful here. There we go. Oh, that was very unfortunate. Pinhead just barely not thrown out that button. Got clipped by the Blood Rage explosion and sent up full screen as the chip, unfortunately, just takes the first round for Jetstream here.
Indeed, it does. The incredible offense that Nago is able to just dish out when that blood meter is fully drained after popping, especially, is just incredibly strong and very hard for a character as squishy, I feel, as Axel, with no meterless reversals as well. So very good choice from Jetstream to go ham and get the game here.
Oh, beautiful 5P ants here into the 5K far slash confirm. After that, this is the goal burst. This could be very good for Pinhead to get some momentum started. DLC jump gets caught. Okay, that's an interesting interaction right there. Jumps out of the 2S. We're back to neutral. You know, I say that.
It's the Bloodsucking Universe trying to bait something out here. Oh, Jetstream going ham with these Fukios because they know very well that they will not get popping with that Bloodsucking Universe drain, which is so damn good. And yeah, trying to get that zoning out.
Now we see the high blood. Oh, again the 5H just flipping. 5D whiffs, but catches the Beyblade in the startup for a Nigh entry.
But there's the one vision into Bomber loops here. There's the 2K into Bomber. Beautiful stuff from Pinhead. As optimal as ever. Oh, but the close slash on the landing of Pinhead. And this is not the situation that the Frenchman wants to be in.
Oh, that could be a kill if he does it right. Super? Nope, goes for the Blood Rage setup instead. USC keeps saving the burst to get the kill!
What a painful turnaround here from Jetstream, getting a hero burst, you can call it like that, because they were so low on HP while Pinhead has basically like 70% left, but one counter hit is all it took, and Pinhead was just chopped into pieces. And we are on potentially set point for Jetstream here. It's 2-0 for the Italian here, and Pinhead has to start sweating hard, otherwise they'll say hello to loser side, where there's definitely not very welcoming people in the loser side.
Yeah, a lot of them he himself sent down there, so he's probably fishing with blood, but the rainwater will really get a counter hit here and get Jetstream to that full screen visit. The Beyblade just over the Renson. It's a bit of an awkward situation for both players. Run up throw not working this time.
Ooh, Pinhead this time catches the backdash though, gets the bomber here to get something going, but the empty jump gets thrown, the burst is blocked as well, and everything is going downhill for Pinhead. There is a super coming in as well, and that will get us to set point for Jetstream.
Alright, potential set point here for Jetstream in a very surprising 3-0 if that happens to be the case. Wow, okay. I have never seen that low beat the JH, but I guess there's a first for everything.
I did call it one of Axel's best anti-air earlier on stream. Glad to be proven correctly, as now Pinhead on the last live stops out the 5H with that 2H. And right now, it's Damage City with the one vision combo. Good damage here. Bomber looks as well, but honestly, not enough to kill the tanky Nago, who can bring this back with pixels left on his health.
Oh, and that's already dangerous. All the blood back. Let's see if that burst gets banged again. No, he gets that YRC2K5D. Maybe not quite confident in getting the hit there.
It was an interesting situation, I feel. Ooh, what a burst fade from Pinhead! That was glorious! But in the previous round, I have to feel Jesserin did not go for any baits at all, and it was a little bit weird because Pinhead had meters for YRC, and Pinhead also had burst, so definitely something to bait was on the table, but right now, definitely nothing for Jesserin here.
Tries to bait a burst, misses the combo, unfortunate drop there. That could... Yeah, there we go. Just keep doing it, it'll work eventually.
Triple rainwater, you love to see it, and definitely Rain of Hope is falling on Pinhead as they finally managed to claw one game back out of Jetstream's Nago. So it's 2 games to 1. Pinhead still with a lot of work to do, but this is a starting point. Obviously, Jetstream very on point, but Pinhead slowly getting more momentum to believe.
Here we go. Again, this is potential set match for Jetstream. Pinhead's gotta be on the A game.
Yeah, definitely needs to channel the Winhead here. There's the 6H here, good blocks from Jetstream, but once again, it's Pinhead trying to keep Nago out, but who can keep this big boy out? Let's be honest.
Beautiful burst bait. All the blood is back. Another 3-4 to get the throw. Nope, not this time. This time it's his turn to PRC, and just Red one after another to just confidently take that round as we move on to set point.
That round felt like Pinhead was a book, and Jetstream was reading every single thing that Pinhead was about to throw out. So set point here for Jetstream, could jump out after Rensen up, and now it's a small window opportunity for Pinhead to keep Nago outside. And the blood is not in Jetstream's favor, so Pinhead has to make this work. Otherwise, if Nago can get in, it's going to be so scary.
Alright, there's the Beyblade. This might be what Jetstream needs. Empty jump command grab. That's safe.
Is this a bait?
It is.
God, what a
That
jump
might
in
be
with
death.
2
Nope.
keys.
There's the death. Jetstream take it.
Damn.
Definitely very, very intense set here. Just bait after bait after bait. Big damage flying out from Nago, and just great patient play from Pinhead, but just not quite enough to edge this one out, as Pinhead will have to fight it out with a Shark Tank down in losers.
Shark Tank, indeed, there's a lot of insane players you'll have to be facing down in losers. But what matters most is winner's side, and that is True Devon against Jetstream. Winners finals about to come up in a short while. As a small update from the loser's side, the top 8 is fully shaped up. Zatovan eliminating Tim from the tournament. Sacred Sword getting the edge over Agu Bagu. Banshee Bomb beating Banov Banger, and Snail Tiger beating Moment to make the top 8 a full bracket. And we already have a result from it. Snail Tiger eliminating Banshee Bomb as well with the score of 3-1. So very strong showing here from Snail Tiger. So we have 2 Germans in top 6. So I think Sinjo will be pretty happy with the result so far.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see. And we also have, what was it? Pinhead versus Snail Tiger, as you said. It's going to be very interesting to see who makes it out here. But for now, it is True Devon versus Nago as well, or Jetstream, in the winners final. And probably one of the matchup I as a Nago player hate the most, because Ram has a bit of a tendency to actually be able to challenge Nago's buttons, which as a Nago player I'm not used to. So you kind of got to start to get creative with how you throw them out. You can't just do, 2H over and over again, or you'll get wrecked to oblivion.
True, very, very true. But I feel that I think it's a very volatile matchup. If any character from between Ram or Nago gets a hit in, it's just like Ram against Mei. I feel with the only difference that Nago has much more range than Mei. We can contest Ram's buttons, but obviously Ram can contest herself. The buttons coming in from the Samurai. So obviously both players have to be very careful how to swing, how to whiff, because one single whiff can get you hit up quite badly.
Yeah, and I just saw here we actually are moving on to the losers first with I think it was Snail Tiger versus Pinhead.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so we'll have losers semifinals here on stream before the much-awaited winner finals between True Devil and Jestry. That's right now, Pinhead and Snail Tiger, France against Germany. So again, a neighboring country derby here, and the first commander of the game gets thrown out. And good awareness from Snail Tiger. Avoid. Oh wait, what?
Not quite a punish, but just get around the stun edge. Interesting use of 50 meter as the throw. Might end this round fast with the JH counter hit. Might give Snail Tiger a breathing chance here.
Back, just gets caught once again, forces the burst out of Pinhead. Snail Tiger has 2 bars of tension, but no chance of getting off a stun the better RC because Pinhead closes out the round.
Alright, now we see Snail Tiger moving into the IDFD to get that 5k away as fast as possible. 6H counter hit, that's gonna hurt. Chooses not to break the wall to keep that open. 5 check.
Bomber confirmed here. As Snail Tiger has a good lead and also almost 2 bars of tension. Oh my god, sick! It's coming in. Oh, but the BRC 5k from Snail Tiger here versus still waiting for the German. And the confirm here from Snail Tiger getting the round and getting us to game number 1, round number 3.
Alright, close slash catch the backdash here to get that wall break positive bonus. This is not looking good for Pinhead. He's still a bit shaken up from that last loss here. Alright, the 5P anti-air, get that check. Another one.
It's coming in, trying to bait the burst a little bit too much, dropping out on damage, but it's still a life lead for Snail Tiger, so can go for these burst baits, although both players on 1 bar of tension, both players are on burst as well. Another burst bait here, Pinhead being very smart on the burst, spending it right here to get Snail Tiger off of their heels, and 1 bar of tension now for Pinhead!
And then the YRC, the grab tech, any hit here will do it, even the chip from stun edge, but the Foudra art will do it instead. Snail Tiger taking his first round in the national face-off here of neighboring countries. Very close match indeed, back and forward constantly. As Snail Tiger takes the first one 1-0, but we saw very interesting there. Not a lot of 6Ps from Kais, which is what you'd expect from a lot of them, if you've played the Celestial at all, at least.
Very true.
My god, look at the player levels here. Just showing the caliber of player we're dealing with.
Snail Tiger on that level 5,000 on the Kai.
Definitely knew who he was picking up when the game came out. So early burst forced out from Pinhead as Snail Tiger gets put into the corner by himself already.
The best position to be in, as Pinhead has a small life lead in these opening exchanges. Foudra on a good backdash here from Pinhead.
Good little jump out over it. There's the 6P. You finally see it come out. Again! You know, it feels like the commentator right here.
6P obviously does not need any introduction of the best 6Ps in the game. Oh, the instant block on 5k, actually very good from Pinhead, but the oppression is still coming by the word of Snail Tiger. Beautiful throw here to get the kill. And that's another round for Snail Tiger.
Counter hit 2D to start this round off. This could be exactly what Pinhead needs. The throw tech. Little 5k check there. The close slash anti-air into the bomber to get Snail Tiger into the corner. Working on a perfect here from Pinhead's side.
Perfectly jump dust after jump page. Rainwater clipping the Snail Tiger, which press buttons without the proper call out, and Pinhead gets around on the board.
Alright, there's the throw. It seems like Pinhead's reversed the momentum. As that, even though Axel's form is the best, it's still smothering as the 5D Suzu might actually kill here. Nope, scared to hell.
Indeed, just like the fire that came out from Pinhead, but there's a 5D Snail Tiger still sitting on burst, so when will they get to spend PRCs, the stun, to protect themselves? Save!
There we go. Pinhead gets the round back from the previous loss. As he finally seems to have found some momentum to keep it going here.
Imagine if Foudre Arc went over the Sickle Storm.
Listen, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised.
I actually...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
Oh, okay, but it just feels like the constant thing I hear from Kai players is, oh no, it's bad. You can just 6P it. It has a tendency to beat a lot of stuff unless you're preemptively pressing, but we'll have to see again if we can work out this time.
See, since this is game number 3, very important one as well. Remember, the loser will be out of the tournament. Beautiful challenge on the Rainwater here from Snail Tiger as Pinhead is put into the corner, but beautiful back throw here from the Frenchman. And oh, the jump!
Interesting little whiff there from the 6P on the Snail Tiger side, actually getting into the corner there for him. He got that back throw himself to get back out of the corner.
Oh, that's caught by the Foudre Arc once again, going for the backdash here. Oh, what a check with that 2P here. And Pinhead getting a little bit overzealous and walking straight into it. Snail Tiger with a very comfortable round.
The 6P doing good, getting Pinhead back to the ground. Oh, the back burst baited too, just for the extra emotional damage here. Snail Tiger will get sent slowly backwards towards the other corner.
Let's see if they will be able to make their way. Alright.
Alright, there we go. Yes. I think we're back. Bit of an oopsie. We had an unfortunate blue screen on our TO side, but we're back. And we'll shortly get the rooms back set up, and hopefully we'll be back running shortly.
So hopefully we don't have a hard time getting everything back into shape. And yeah, though, the tournament is going quite well. I have to feel we are in the top 6 stage. We obviously have Pinhead against Snail Tiger going at it, and the score was 1 game apiece, I have to feel.
It was, but it seems Snail was in the corner on a very low bit of life. But that's unfortunately the nature of what this happens. So we'll have to see what the ruling says, if the players agree to just have one take the win, or if they'll be playing the set. Well, we have to see.
Yeah, I think that's the best way around it.
While we wait for that, though, we can reveal that Sadovan won over Sacred Sword and will be going against Bella in the losers final. And we'll have that on stream right after you resolve the issue and get the Pinhead Snail Tiger set finished up.
Ooh, beautiful stuff. So a good one to watch out for. It's the eternal Zato against Mei matchup, made very, very popular by 2 incredible players in the region, being Latif and Slash. And definitely these 2 players will be surely bringing on an amazing show for you later on today. But what you can do, you from home, you can contribute to the prize pool by clicking on the Match Arena link, which will be gently provided by me in a couple of seconds. There it is in chat. Just click once to get into the Match Arena page, log in with your social media accounts, and then it's just as easy as pie to click a couple more times and you'll be contributing 25 cents to the total prize pool, which is currently sitting at $31.11. So not that bad actually, but you can get it higher.
We can get that higher. We need to support the player, guys. Come on, get that higher. We need to reward the players for doing this for us. All right, it seems we're slowly getting everything back in place, but we'll have to wait on the ruling for that. So while we wait for that, I'll take the opportunity to once again shill the 2BCU merch. Type exclamation merch in the chat. Go get yourself a shirt. Support the league. Get ready for Season 5, which is coming this July with both new and returning games. Can't reveal anything yet. You'll have to wait for that, as we'll be revealing them slowly as we move forward towards the release, or the beginning of Season 5.
Definitely is something to watch out for. I have to say again, Season 4 was a great success. Obviously a lot of fun, seeing so many different games, getting a spotlight on different days of the week. And I'm sure that Season 5 will not be any less. I am even sure it will deliver even more hype, even more action, and even more incredible games. But obviously, as we said, we cannot reveal what those games will be just yet. Just hang on, it's going to be wild.
It's going to be very wild. But for now, I actually have some updates on what the situation is going to be on our current set. Snail Tiger's going to get 1 round, and he needs to use burst, as that was the situation we were in when we crashed. And Pinhead can keep his burst, as he did have it. The score's currently 1-1, and we'll replay that final lost round of that set. Alright, and I just got the lobby link, so we'll make our way back in. And hopefully, everything will go a little better this time.
Okay, sounds fair, to be honest. So...
Alright, there's the room. Let's see if... Let's pray to Daisuke that we don't crash again.
Unless it's actually Daisuke's vision that the lobby dies over and over again.
Well, we can never know. He did make Xer's lobbies kind of shit on purpose, but that is what it is. But for now, we'll be going right back into this set as fast as possible, and we'll be working everything we can to get it as fair as possible. Of course, these things can happen. Being online, that's the nature of it. But I think both players took it in stride, so we shouldn't be having too much of an issue. Right. In the meantime, while we wait for the players to get that count up, don't forget that if you're kind of on the fence about playing Strive yourself right now, there is no better time than to get in soon. Because in just about a week, in just over a week, we'll be getting Season 2. So stick around for that.
Exactly. June 10th, mark the date on your calendars. Is going to be potentially game-changing news here for Strive. Some big mechanic changes have been promised, so I really am curious to see if 6P will get new, or if we'll get some new mechanics added to the system to make maybe the game more different. But right now, it's time to focus on the present and on the now. It's Pinhead against Snail Tiger. That round number 2 is about to commence, getting the rounds as they were in... and unfortunately, the crash game. Big counter hit on the jumps from Snail Tiger. Another big counter hit forces the burst from Pinhead.
Alright, there's the just block on the stun edge with a run-up grab. Will get it. Stun edge. Another grab. A Kai special. One more hit is all it will take for Snail Tiger to get that win, and there it is.
Beautiful jump slash from Snail Tiger. That pause did not affect Snail Tiger's momentum at all. And Snail Tiger goes 2-1, looking very nice to take the whole set.
Alright, and now we move on to a potential set point here on the final round, but of course there is the chance that Pinhead can reverse it back. That was a big momentum killer right there, so that gives a bit of breathing room to Pinhead. We'll have to see if they can utilize it to get that win.
As we start off the action here. Are trying to get the zoning out with the Ransom. Snail Tiger being as patient as ever. Snail Tiger is one of the most patient players which there are in Europe at least. But Foodrark straight into Cold Breast. Pinhead surely not as patient as the German, but they'll still get cleared by the big counter hit. Excellent throw tag. And just like that, Pinhead is free from the pressure from time.
Down burst on Pinhead. There is one on Snail Tiger, but there's a full stick of butter on that Pinhead side. Have to see how they choose to use it as he's slowly whittling down Snail Tiger. They choose to hold on to the burst as Pinhead closes out this one.
Yeah, smart stuff from Snail Tiger. That was a lost round probably. Oh, the clash though favoring Pinhead with the 2H counter hit. Snail Tiger opting to not press any buttons. And you cannot cancel into block from a clash, so obviously a little bit unfortunate from Snail Tiger here, but beautiful backdash on the 6-8 burst bait, does not commit to it, and Pinhead is hit by it, but still on the advantage here.
Is meter on Snail Tiger's side, but burst is about to come up for Pinhead, so if a combo lands, it's gonna have to be a few hits. Oh, beautiful grab there, called out the PRC, and the Renton will close out this one as we go 2-2.
Go 2-2 indeed. Heading to game number 5. The decider, the one to break the deadlock, and the one to determine who will move on to losers semi-final. To fight the winner of Bella against Zatovan, which will be the next match on stream. So obviously going to be a wild ride between these two players. Bella, Zatovan, two very well-known players. But right now it's about Pinhead and Snail Tiger, the Frenchman and the German about to clash heads. Who will be the one to emerge victor? And who will be the one who will be sent crashing out of the tournament?
You see gold burst right off from Pinhead. That could be just the momentum that's needed here to win.
Let these go on.
Slowly, these players are slowly working their way around the opponent's attack, just barely whiffing each one. It seems Pinhead was the one that found the first hit here.
PRC from Pinhead building on the damage here. 6H confirmed into PRC bomber, another bomber for the kill. And just like that, Pinhead is on set point. And Snail Tiger has to really play on point now. You cannot let Pinhead here get their game plan going. And this is definitely a good start, but 2K2D from off screen away gets Pinhead all that they need.
Alright, the backdash goes as space to burst. This could be a very crucial moment. Okay.
Just backdash with us.
Gets a hit.
The arc, there's meter. Dragon
Install! You never see this move in this game. Let's hope to see if we can get something. Finally see some use of the properties. There it is. It does take the round.
Dragon install into death. Actually defied, and we're heading to final game, final round. Right now to decide who will move on to winners, to losers, semifinals, excuse me. Pinhead starting off quite well. That burst is back as well. Snail Tiger will not have it. By the end of this one, a little bit too short on that ton.
Just block out the rainfall. So careful here. Just every hit matters. Guy not having the greatest guts in the world. Foodrark over to the 2K. This might be death. And there it is. Pinhead will keep himself in the tournament. Snail Tiger unfortunately will have to be out of here and try again whenever they have the chance.
Yeah, you have to feel for Snail Tiger though. That Foodrark going over Pinhead's 2K and putting himself into the corner. That was so unfortunate for Snail Tiger, but perfect place, perfect time for Pinhead to capitalize and be able to get the victory with it as well. and move on into loser semifinals, where they'll face the winner of this next match on stream between Bella and Zatovan. The players are not yet in the lobby, but they'll be shortly, so going to be a banger of a set. And this will be the battle between damage and pressure, I feel, because Zato has incredible pressure to lock Mei down, but if Mei can get one single hit in, Zato will just melt like it's nothing.
Yeah, and just the right hit from Sato can also be a lot of damage, but then again, that is kind of the name of the game for most of the characters in Strive. Even then, Mei's damage is explosively high. So we'll have to see if they can use that extra damage to really help out with Eddie. Of course, Eddie being very pesky and neutral might actually help out with some of those Mei air buttons here.
Let's see the showdown that will happen on Lars Canyon as well. Oh my god, starting to go for a clash here, although the backlash from Zatovan cutting a break in Bella's pressure straight away. And already here Zatovan wanting to inflict massive pressure here, locking Bella in the corner very, very early on.
Right there's the 5B. Get that loop going, really get the pressure. Catches the grab. YRC to keep safe, another overhead. Might be actually somehow whipping on the far side. There's the damage.
Keeping the corner as well. Gets the throw to put Zatov on even more pressure, very even on live. There's the instant
goal burst.
Sunvoid sent out.
There's the drill. Just keep doing drill. Sunvoid here to keep it. Nope, just chooses to do YRC instead. So careful here. Unfortunate. The slow dolphin actually somehow counter hitting there.
That was unfortunate for Zatovan from a massive life lead. Oh, goes for the cross up. Oh my god, how Bella that?
No clue. I definitely got hit there, but the 5H counter hit Sato as the Eddie gets killed. But that's the third here. Gets Bella back into the corner.
In one corner, in one combo, excuse me, beautiful block on the Orca Super. There's the punish with the Commandro and locking Bella into the corner with this Oki. And now it's so hard for Bella to get out there. Smaller than Zato pressure. To S getting the kill, so it's reached the duel number 3 in the first game.
The 5H counter hit there started off. Always hurts to get countered by that 5H. Even if the damage isn't always great on certain hits, it's just emotionally hard to get hit by it. Oh, the opposed blow slash. Make sure he doesn't get hit by that air.
Okay, nice 5P challenge there from Bella, but the 6P coming in from Zatovan. And Bella trying to swim in the air with those jump dusts. One beautiful side.
Alright, the BRC to make sure the air rat can't reach it, he decides to go for it, but instead Sato just sets up Eddie. 6P counter hit. Such a good button, but the back throw up put him in the corner. Another one.
But even on live, but the overhead off of a falling Mei gets the victory of the round and the first game to Bella. And I really have to say though, Bella used Burst to get rid of Zatovan's pressure. Zatovan losing Eddie, but still charging on without Eddie with that dash up 6P. And then though, without Eddie ending up with the loser of the situation. It was a little bit curious, I have to feel. Zatovan had the life lead there, but still chose to rush on without Eddie and not play the slow game, trying to let Bella come to him while waiting for that Eddie gauge to be restored.
Alright, here we go. 1-0 for the Belgian. Backdash the burst here. You grab. JD. Get Bella into the corner.
Yeah, 6P's up Dolphin. Gets the wall stick, wall broken with the leap. And it's again a good situation for Zatovan, but it's these challenges, it's these 5H and 6H from Bella. Beautiful PRC after the charge, the 5D, trying to bait the first, not coming out of Zadovan. Beautiful back throw.
Burst there. Pressure goes. Eddie is gone, but the Sunboy will keep him going as he keeps smothering the overhead. Will counter hit to take the round.
The software from Zadovan. They need another round to get the score level, but that burst had to come out, otherwise it would have been GG's for Zadovan.
There we see the leap actually catching that air button as we talked about earlier. Really doing work as a jump D. Keeps going on. Sunboy to keep the Eddie fully charged, get a hard knockdown as well.
Setting up the Pierce. Oh, getting into Dolphins right into a 6P. One touch can kill off Bella, but Bella still fighting. No punish on the whiff throw. 2P straight into the anchor, and oh, it's basically live bar even. Beautiful PRC to cancel the throw, but the PRC in exchange from Zadovan coming behind the May and able to 5P in the back to get it level at 1 game apiece. Beautiful stuff from Zadovan to make sure they keep themselves safe and at the same time get an excellent whiff punish to seal the game as well.
Very beautiful indeed. And while we wait to get in the game here, I'm just quickly going to sit down, so you have to take over for a minute.
No worries. Remember also to do the match arena chat, helping the players who are playing right here tonight get a bigger prize pool, as starting off swinging Bella, getting a massive life lead off of 2 bip counter hits out by pressing at the wrong time. They got very well punished for it, but right now beautiful conversion here from Zadovan, trying to bait out the burst. The super jump into throw from...
Baits the burst!
Jesus, what a bait here.
You've seen a lot of those RC baits there, as we talked about earlier. They usually work as both combo extenders and burst baits. You have to be really careful around them, especially when they have 50 meters. Right, up Dolphin.
5H. Oh, the challenge though from Zadovan coming in. That 5P from Zato is just so good. Oof. Is this dead?
Not quite dead, but very close. Good kill on Eddie there for the 6 people to get a punish. Here we go, the clap on Eddie and the pose to keep him safe. Pierce, this might be it. Nope, doesn't break the burst.
Alright, curious from Bella as well to go in for the burst here. Jump dust, oh my god, the FD tapping from Zadovan, but Bella gets the kill and Bella gets the game as well. It's 2 games to 1 for the Belgian here. Very good fight from both of these players, but just like that, 1 touch is all it takes and May can inflict so much more damage than Zato in these very important scrambles.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate to see there. The 2S just keeps getting beat out, even by May 2P. It's just, if anyone knows what the actual hitbox on that thing looks like, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And we head into the potential final match. Oh wow, the leap actually caught that behind.
Good stuff here, starting off quite strongly.
And there we go, another overhead, but unfortunately, even on hit, not close enough to not get hit by the throw.
2S here, I think Bella pressing buttons at the wrong time, but Bella definitely pressed at the wrong time here.
Oh my
Fully
god!
charged 6H for the kill! And Bella is now on set point. And Zadovan better make good use of this burst that they have.
Yeah, I don't think he bursted there because he didn't actually expect that to kill.
Same.
I did not. I also got very surprised. Oh, blocks the 4-way mix. So hard to see that coming, but Zadovan has got it on point. The drunkard shade to get Bella off of him and counter it 5H. Very important wall break here. Not to go for it. What a match.
Bella really very good stuff with that 5B, and now in a very good situation, very even on life, potentially one touch, can get the kill, mate, and believing in it, but Zatovan obviously... Boy.
Sunboy. Oh my god, does he bait the burst if it's coming? Nope, chooses to hold on to it. Gets the round. Sadovan lives to choose to play another round.
Will not have burst in this one, so a critical situation for the Belarus player. Is still a good situation, good damage applied, positive bonus on Zato as well. Not something to throw out in the trash, just like that 6B. Such a good button.
Okay, and the back throw into it. I actually want to talk about really quick the Sadovan using to break the law. Because he knew the wall was going to break really fast after the hit. Sure, it was supposed to put on Bella for Morpheus comes out, a neutral, actually whiffs.
Want to throw does not whiff. There's blocks on the overhead, but the 5D gets the kill, and Bella progresses in the tournament, while Zatovan will get unfortunately knocked out. And that means that we have our last 4 players in the bracket. We have True Devon against Jetstream in winner's side. We have Pinhead against Bella in loser's side. So obviously going to be 2 sick matches we have up ahead. Shout out to Jetstream as well and Nel Kyle for doing the codes. Pinhead as well as Sacred Sword, Agu Bagu, Quack Duck picks coming in clutch, helping that prize pool come up to $32.36. And there's still 27 codes left to be claimed. So many codes available for everyone to do their own bit. We can get this price pool up to more than $36 if my calculations are not wrong. So definitely, let's just help these players get as much as possible. As we are heading into Bella against Pinhead, so losers finals will be played before winners finals here.
All right. Oh.
Duel 1.
Oh, losers summons, excuse me. As a huge raid from Salt My League. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope that tournament was fire. I know that there was a Happy Chaos Mirror in Grand Finals. So something definitely very interesting for Twitch chat to talk about. As right now we have Bella against Pinhead and the pressure slowly mounting up. But what a throw.
Alright, now it's Pinhead's turn to get that pressure going. Bella loves that jump B to get out there, but this time Pinhead was ready for it. Okay, the burst to get out, get Bella off of him immediately. But now, burst is on the side of Bella, which is not a great situation.
Very low on life, but I'd say they are very even on life because one touch from May can do a lot of damage. Pinhead trying to secure Bella into the corner. There's the jump in! No, from Bella, another jump in, and now they are perfectly even on life. 1 pixel of health for Bella, but the 2K, May landing on it, and May dying for it. Good stuff from Pinhead.
My god, just the quick 5K to stuff the fast dolphin before it hits. Just such great awareness on that last little sliver of life. That's the sort of stuff that matters on these small health bars.
Indeed, and speaking of small health bars, there's the Orca continue to delete Pinhead's life bar, still sitting on burst, but obviously a horrible time to go for it. As at 5D once again, the perfect round, and there's such great distance and virtually unpunishable for a lot of the cast. But there's the combos from Pinhead coming in. Ballsy round start in round number 3.
Alright, there's the counter hit overhead. The full stick of butter on Pinhead's side though, but there is a burst for Bella. Bit of a weird PRC there, and unfortunately gets punished for it. Might have been a burst bait.
Now Pinhead has to be very careful. Bella getting damaged a bit.
She's actually whiffing there. A strong anti-air, but not strong enough, as Bella will take the first round here of loser semifinals.
And that's the way this matchup goes, I feel. The Axel has to work so hard for the damage, considering May's guts and her movement. It's really hard for the Axel to actually get that good damage in, but then May just gets in 1-6H, 1-5H, and it's basically pain, huge pain for the Axel.
Duel 1.
Alright, duel 1 it is. Maybe gets a counter hit Dolphin right off the bat. Gold burst from Pinhead. He's been getting a lot of those. I think I've counted 3 or 4 this set alone. The one mission confirmed.
Okay, pushing towards the corner.
Beautiful confirmed. Look at that damage.
Damn! And May's got what got 70% of damage, but the cross-up counter hit from Bella trying to delete Axel's own life bar. The burst coming in from Bella, so believing in a big comeback over here. But there is Bella pushing in, and that is the end of the round. No! Yes.
It was the end indeed, as Bella would take another one. Despite the constant goal. 3-2S, 4, 5. What were we witnessing? It was six in a row into a perfect. What the hell was that?
The best part after the wall break.
Not again. Oh my god, you're gonna. This time it isn't Rexu killing me, it's just the players. God damn it, what the hell? Okay, Pinhead, I can respect sticking to your guns of doing the same option again and again and again. But at this point in losers, is this really the play to go for? Very entertaining though.
I like that after the wall break, Pinhead still pressed buttons.
Listen, if you're gonna press, you might as well go and press till the end.
Once a presser, always a presser. As right now, there's the burst from Pinhead coming in, not willing to take any more of that May pressure. As now, Pinhead definitely knows that May can hit hard. But oh my god, the throw from Bella though, countering maybe the run-up throw from Pinhead and putting them into the corner once again as the pressure is starting to spiral.
Right, another big damage combo here. As the Yep, pressing on the Dolphin. Don't do that, Pinhead. Don't give us another moment here. Don't go out like this. You've got such a good run.
This is where Pinhead wants to be. Go in with the 6H. Ooh, nice 5k challenge here.
Working on a perfect here.
Damage applied in such a short time.
There we go. That's a perfect. There we go. Just keep that, Pinhead. Just keep going. Okay, the 5P to stuff the run up. Actually, an interesting little trade there. May close line, such a big button. It's gonna be plus range for days. That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna kill.
Just the Orca for the extra, just to make 100% sure.
Yeah, that's pain. Not even like that's not even game pain, that's physical pain. That 6H counter hit just takes the life right out of you and took also Pinhead out of the tournament. Bella will be the one sitting and waiting for the loser of winners finals between True Devon and Jetstream. Wanted to get a good anchor in between anyone who gets down to loser side, and trying to get that spot in grand finals from loser side though. So obviously Bella's work is still not easy, and considering their opponents left, it's going to be Ram, True Devon, the player who sent Bella to loser side, or Jetstream, who can go with the Nago or with the Gold Lewis. So I'd say Bella's work is definitely not cut out for them at all.
It would seem the Orca is indeed mightier than the Shark Tank this time around. But we'll have to see if the Orca is strong enough to deal with whoever loses this next one, as you said. But we're just waiting on the players to get in for now. But as we could finally return to the conversation we had a lot earlier about the Nago Ram matchup here. Of course, I feel it's a bit of an awkward one, maybe slightly Ram favored, just because she has the slightly better mobility. But there's definitely it's definitely gonna be one probably on the level of the Mei Ram matchup in terms of explosive damage here.
Without a shadow of a doubt, both characters can bring back a game from anything. Nago obviously has a lot of guts, which can serve in this matchup, but I feel that Ram's range with her far slash and with her even Daura or even 214H at certain maybe extremes can serve as excellent with punishes. Or when Nago is at high blood and they go for that 5H, that 2H, try to catch the Ram swinging or coming in. And that definitely is a strong point for the Ram to keep into mind. And Devin is definitely able and knowledgeable about this stuff. Jetstream, however, is very experienced in the matchup as well, I have no doubt. Having one of the best Italian players as a training partner as well in armies, so going to be very interesting to see which way this one goes.
Beautiful confirmed there, but a good burst from Devin gets him out. As we approach full blood for Nago. This is going to be an interesting button war here, as we see probably the most scared neutral you'll ever see from both players. As any hit is going to do huge damage as the Rekka counter hits and burst bait.
Yeah, Rekka loops. Oh, the hate to continue the combo does not commit into another one. Recovers just in time after that 2H, but Rekka counter hit, and that is a dead Nagoriyuki. Start things off. Shoutouts to the incredible IBFD from Jetstream. Very earlier on, able to also get a good counter hit on the distance pushback that got him out.
Beautiful mash. Very beautiful match. That recognizing that we'll get caught on the backdash. He recognized that Rekka wasn't coming out, so he quickly stuffed it with 2P, but run up grab. Mortapado OCG will take this one, unfortunately, for Jetstream.
Yeah, and the first round was a little bit of a scramble, but the second one, absolute violence coming in from True Devin, wanting to get this out of the way really quickly. Jetstream back to the drawing board. I think maybe the switch to Gold Lewis really fast. It's an interesting proposition. I feel we didn't see a lot of Nago gameplay coming in, but the switch actually happens. So it's Gold Lewis up against Ram. So this, I feel it's a worse matchup. I feel it's a worse.
Much worse in my opinion. Gold Lewis 2P does not beat any of the sword pressure. You have to hard call out what she's gonna do. And Rekka is even worse.
Yeah, so I feel that Jetstream's work is cut out for him here. But if he can get going, he can keep Devin into pressure, into the corner.
Oh no.
We can keep ourselves in the lobby, for crying out loud.
Did we have... Yes. Disconnected due to server error. Alright, it seems we have a game-wide crash for everyone. At the very least, the TO and commentators here, so... Luckily, they didn't get started on that next one. So, it's still 1-0. We won't have to do any shenanigans. And let's hope it stays relatively calm this time, of course. Spam DiceK on Twitter, goddamn. We need this fixed. How can it keep happening?
True. But
been
also,
here for a year. Oh, sorry.
Do the Macherino. That will get us with the lobby back in shape.
We'll definitely get the lobby back in shape. Alright, I feel at this point it's almost get like a bag of chips or something. Just watch the fiesta of these lobbies going off. Okay, let's check out here if the game is actually going to let us in, or if we're having an issue overall. Okay, it seems that can. Alright, right, we apologize for the wait here, but there's not a whole lot we can do until it gets back up. Maybe except talk a bit about how the match went so far.
Yeah, we're heading into game 2. We're going to see if the Gold Lewis from Jetstream was going to work out. And game 1 though was weird. I feel that first round was really well played from Jetstream, but one bad call out on a wake up backdash in the corner was all David needed to capitalize on massive damage. And then obviously it's all down to Ram's damage, and she can definitely pump out incredible numbers. And the second round then was a little bit of a wash. Probably Jetstream was a little bit shook by what went on in that first round, and maybe also had in mind the switch to Gold Lewis, so that already takes you out of the game by a bunch. So I feel that game 2 is probably where we'll see Jetstream play at his best with Gold Lewis, with the original main. I have to feel for Jetstream, much more known for doing well with the Gold Lewis, although his Nago is definitely still top tier stuff.
It's definitely still a contender. Gonna be interesting to see how he gets around that. I feel like a lot of Nagos or a lot of Gold Lewis matchups are just based about your ability to space out and perfectly do the 284 coffin, or it's the 482 if you're going from left side, which is the overhead swing. Creates such a huge bubble to just stop your opponent from getting in.
Need to see if the jump dust from Gold Lewis will be able to be used well. I feel that jump dust from Gold Lewis is such an amazing button in Injure Neutral, so good to get in, and we'll have to see if it actually is useful to beat Ram's swords, or if Ram's counter poking can get the victory over Gold Lewis God button, to be fair.
So in my experience as someone who does play a good bit of Gold Lewis as a secondary, the matchup in this case is not so much about jump D, because for some reason Ram 6P is disgustingly good. It's on the level of Enos, if not better, because she gets a hard knockdown off it, and that thing will, without fail, usually catch the jump D if you're just somewhat aware that it's coming. Especially since a lot of Gold Lewises love to spam that thing. So
you have to go preemptively though. You cannot 6P it on reaction.
No. And it does catch backdash, which gives a hard knockdown. So, of course, Gold Lewis being the character he is, he loves to just get one hit and you're gone. Even more so than me. Probably the most explosive damage in the game if he does get that hit.
Yeah, even get hits. If it's all on block, his pressure will still hurt like hell. The chip damage inflicted by Gold Lewis swings is outrageous, honestly.
It is very high indeed, but we'll have to see how Jetstream chooses to do it here. Of course, another vital part of this matchup is just the Oki itself, honestly, because Mortabato is such a big threat, even to Gold Lewis with his high level of health, that you kind of have to go for a lot more cross-ups. You can't really go for the coffin OGGs, or the coffin setups quite as much, or you're risking a big counter hit.
So we are into game number 2, remember? It's Devin against Jetstream. Jetstream testing out the Gold Lewis here.
Jump H, gonna start it off as a burst gets Jetstream back at 5-8. This is not where you want to be as Gold Lewis. This is a horrible position. It's not really that. There you go. Tried to challenge, got punished for it, unfortunately. So Gold Lewis' high health will afford him another shot here. Beautiful BRC.
Catching Ram with far slash. The BRC. Oh, not going for a throw and risking stuff. And Jetstream still fighting with that Gold Lewis. The burst is still on the table, but that 2K will catch Jetstream flinching, and the sword explosion finishes the job. Beautiful stuff from Devin.
Oh, yeah, see, there's the JD 6P we were talking about. Close slash trade. The 6P beating the air coffin. The chain gun comes out. There's a good bit of chip. But, yeah, Gold Lewis 6P is the thing.
Definitely not a very good button, and when Rams is afraid of 6P, definitely not afraid of Gold Lewis 6P, who could lock it into the corner or no, the drop. Yeah, and unlike a lot of characters, Gold Lewis can't just play the shimmy game where he just tries to get that 6P counter hit on the far slash. It simply just doesn't hit it. But True Devon will close it out here. Quite convincingly so. I'd say the Gold Lewis did not do a very good job for Jetstream. Obviously, Dinago still did not get afforded any chance to play, so it's so hard to commit to a character. What would you do, honestly? Stick to your main or with... It's hard.
That's a good call. In this specific case, I think I would have stuck to Nago, or if I was going to switch, I'd be switching to Chip.
Definitely, but, I can see that. Chip, as a RAM player myself, I feel that Chip is one of the most troublesome matches for RAM, and that's close range, very hard to contest. Right now, it's really hard for Jetstream to contest and get anything going. This incredible pressure from True Devon, not letting Jetstream get anything going. This could be a start.
Actually, a lot of funny little small 6P clashes there. Kind of interesting results, but it worked out for Jetstream. Another preemptive 6P gets the counter hit. But the full stack of butter is used to open up Jetstream here.
There's one for H to break the wall, and Jetstream just like that, very low on life.
Here we go.
Double 5H, that blood meter though, slowly rising. Will he pop though? Beautiful PRC to make themselves safe and catch the landing of True Devon, and now the life lead is in favor of Jetstream for once. Nice is the block on the A sword, but
must be really careful here. Any blood move, maybe besides Fukio, will put him in, but the 6P counter hit is going to close out this one as we are on match point.
Once again, getting a little bit overzealous with the blood specials, so Jetstream was forced. Respected, but jump edge count hit the burst immediate from Jetstream. That's a good call out, I think.
Okay, while we see the counter pressure going on here, there's some beautiful IVs on Jetstream's side to get that guaranteed throw there. Oh, the wrist guard is cranked as the gun grab will get him in, and another one. Ram just keeps going, and another one. I gotta be careful here.
Oh, the back!
Finally. Mortabato?
Right.
Nope. But the far slash counter hit. Yeah, this felt a bit like the momentum got killed on that second round. He might have been feeling the switch, and then the sudden match close just kind of killed it. That could be what happened. We won't know for sure, but what I do know is True Devon will be moving on to winners finals, or this finals, and we'll have Jetstream go towards Bella in losers finals.
Indeed, and as you said, maybe the momentum of this switch may have been turned off here, but we all saw like the incredible strike throw mix or pressure, excuse me, from True Devon coming to full fruition in the last seconds of that last round. Double throw into the corner and then putting the fear of God into Jetstream to try to predict what's coming next. You have to take all of that pressure because Ram can throw her sword so many times and then come throw you, pick them up, and loop and loop, and endless corner pressure. It's so hard to try to contest that, and Jetstream did not find any solutions at all. We'll see if Jetstream can defeat Bella and go back to challenge Devon, or will Bella just defeat Jetstream and get a second pop through Devin, because Devin was the one who sent Bella to loser side, so Bella will have some unfinished business with the German here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Of course, the Nago May matchup being another not the greatest matchup for Nago. Of course, I say not the greatest when I mean it's about even, which for Nago is considered bad. It's kind of like Happy Chaos, Ram, and May. It's like if you find a matchup that's actually even or slightly losing, that's a bad matchup for that character.
Bella saying buff May in chat. Okay, you're the Q. Just stream in Grand Finals. Let's go.
Yep. No. Bella, get out. Door's right there.
Okay. They will not hear us because we are heading into losers finals right here and right now. It's Bella against Juststream with the Nago from Juststream's side.
And you see Juststream being very respectful here. It's the 6-speed counter finally getting started. Don't think he quite expected to get that hit there, but instead just chooses to push Bella to the corner with it. Full blood meter here. So now Juststream will have to transition to that full screen zoning. Of course, whiffing a button against me is disastrous because that 3K can actually punish from a very long range. Gold burst. Slowly. Oh, crap.
Oh, but the wake up super from Bella coming in. There's the jump slash and catches the backdash with 2S and now very even on life. Although Juststream has burst and has a lot of tension as well.
It's gonna be very difficult to call this one. Any hit here could be the end. Good tech on the throw. PRC to follow. Oh my god, 3 counter hits, but May will be the one that ends up winning. He tries to fade a burn, but doesn't get anything for it, and the 5D will close it out.
I mean, what a round here from Bella, fighting back the life lead that Juststream had. Now look at the movement from Bella, keeping at the edge of Juststream's range.
Yeah.
Overhead.
Ooh, IBFD to get Bella away from him there. Not quite enough. 2S. Ooh, good backdash. Ooh, just close slash reset. Just go for it. Super. Get that hard knockdown.
So much damage as well as the blood gauge going resets to nil. So now Juststream can go a little bit overzealous here with blood specials. Oh, damn, no punish! Triple slash, that's a little bit curious.
Fortunately, didn't get a punish on it, yeah, but actually the super doesn't immediately decrease the blood gauge, so if he gets a bit too overzealous immediately, he's gonna die. It just like, he just died for jumping out against the May. And that's just how explosive the matchup is.
Game 1 is already in the books with Bella getting a good showing here. Although Juststream played it quite nicely, so I have to feel it all came down to the interactions between the two players. Juststream can definitely bring it back. I wouldn't go for a character change, and Juststream knows it as well. And we are seeing yet more Nagoriyuki from the Italian.
Yeah, just gotta try and keep something going here. Changing up your game plan at this stage right when you're about to go out, it might not be the greatest idea. But we'll have to see if we can get something started. The 5D is actually blocked. I didn't even see it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, the Beyblade. Oh, Shizuki, the blood is slowly rising. Will he actually pop? No, just short. We will see Echo Mantra here. That is the big question. Ooh, beautiful stuff from Bella again.
Alright, just barely out of range, but the 5H will counter hit and get a full combo. Drops down, beautiful backdash there to get that throw. Okay, the OS.
Ooh, gold burst on 2H.
What a check!
Oh my god. Godlike mash from Juststream. Still 1 bar of tension for Bella, 1 bar of tension for Juststream as well. Oh, the best, come on! There it is.
There it is again.
Bella still capitalizing on these impulse bursts.
Of course, it's very easy as commentators to sit here and chastise some bad bursts. But we've all had that moment where we just instinctively see something big hit and we go, no, no, no.
Oh, absolutely. We've been all on the receiving end of that. As Bella not wanting to be receiving end of all of this pressure, 2 bars of tension for Jetstream live, but he's practically even. Jetstream goes ham, Beyblading out of the corner, letting it rip.
Good overhead block there.
Pick up.
There's the 5D, that's gonna kill. The 6H dealing an abhorrent amount of damage. Good mash there to get that counter hit.
6H. Okay, good instant block. These instant blocks from Jetstream absolutely on point. Also, that entire close slash was really on point. That blood is a little bit too far up. So Jetstream forced to use 5H and 2S.
Good far slash there to call out the beach ball. A lot of fake fat far slash stuff here, but this time chooses to let it rock. Gets rewarded quite heavily for it. A little burst.
Hits Jetstream with the tail end of the burst, but it's a good situation for Jetstream. Beyblades out of the corner, but Bella comes out jumping as well. A nice back throw here, sending Jetstream into the corner.
That might kill.
Into the command throw.
Oh, actually survives!
It's a bit too early of a super, I think.
Okay,
damn.
That was a bit unfortunate. I did not expect him to survive there, but I suppose overhead kiss scaling along with Nago's great amount of guts and health just kind of saved him there.
It was a weird situation, I have to feel. Also, Jetstream dying with burst, you hate to see it, but that's no really a time to burst there, because you have to keep in mind that Bella will be trying to bait it at any single opportunity. And very good stuff. Bella already 2 games up, but Jetstream playing it quite well.
Alright, 5k to check, but backdash far slash will beat the 6p. Wow, that close slash anti-air whiff? Good IBFD there. Push Bella away, but it isn't enough. Let's see if there's a burst bait too. This time.
Bella going for the burst base, definitely not the need for them. But the need for set point is right here and right now for Bella. Jetstream needs to make the turnaround here, because otherwise, 1 more life, they'll be out of the tournament.
Alright, let's see that. Good Beyblade hit. Actually gets called out on the empty jump. Tries to throw, but gets counter hit for it. Oh, the quick overhead actually missing. Oh, that's a dangerous burst.
Speed gets blown up by 5H from May, but Jetstream 2 bars of tension. Nice ABFD once again on the jump into.
How did that whiff? He's barely gonna survive here. Got 1 more chance. Make it count, Jetstream. BRC forward. Misses a throw and gets thrown himself. Unfortunate. Bella, the Orca, will win the shark pool of losers side and move on to face the person who actually put them down there in invalid what was it? True Devon, sorry.
Yeah, the final interaction was a little bit funny though. Like, you see Jetstream reaching for May, not able to get his hands on her, and then May just landing and throwing Jetstream, and Hessen crashing him out of the tournament to get us to grand finals. I'm sorry. Between True Devon and Bella. Ram against May. We've seen it already in this tournament before between these 2 same players. Devon got the victory in a 3-1 set. Will we see a repeat of that, or will Bella turn things around and get the victory for themselves?
It's definitely going to be very interesting to see if that return comes back. Of course, Bella and Devon are both no strangers to being in those finals and the pressure that comes with it. It's very easy to let your nerves get to you on these final few matches.
Definitely. So it's also one of the final few chances to claim a code in the match. And you know, there are still 25 codes left to be claimed we've been crying in this stream for almost 2 hours now, 3 hours even, and there are still half of the codes left to be claimed. Do yourselves a favor, do us a favor, do the players a favor, support the tournament. There is so many codes to be claimed. There are $32.86 in the price pot. Let's get it a little bit higher. Let's get it $36, shall we? Let's claim the codes.
We'll have to see if we can get to it as we wait for the players to get ready here. Of course, we'll have to see how Bella adapts this time. Last time, he didn't really get to play at all. Most of it just kind of ended up dying on Rekka pressure before he even got to press buttons. But when he did get those buttons off, it did give some explosive damage.
Oh, for sure, but you need to see how Bella will tackle this one. If it's going to be more of the same, or if there will be some adaptations as Bella starting off aggressively here with the Dolphin, but then choosing to back off.
Very patient play from both players. There's the 2S counter hit. Actually whiffing a gold burst there. That could be very crucial for Bella here to get something started.
Nice catch in the air. Is that gonna kill? No, not yet.
Right.
It's a hard knockdown, and Bella though starting off with an explosive start to Grand Finals.
Alright, let's see. Oh, the 2P mash on both sides actually hitting each other. Feels so rare to see that in this game. Good just block on the wreck, and it just doesn't block the low 2S. As the full screen combo comes out from Cam.
Damage inflicted this time on the other side, giving May a taste of her own medicine. Oh my god, the range on that far slash, the back dash just landing from through Devin. Punishes with the run up throw, and immediately Devin with a very strong round, making themselves sure that Bella will not take this as freely as they imagined after all.
Counter up jump dust, but actually misses the counter hit. Confirm. Oh, 5H bursts out, doesn't want to deal with it. Bit of a risky burst as well as they kind of go back to playing neutral here. No perfect for Bella this time.
Bella still sitting on burst, however. 1 bar of tension just spent to make themselves safe after that 3K. Jump out of the corner though, definitely locking them in tightly, but nice super jump here from Bella, and they escape the situation.
Oh, gets opened up by the Rekka pressure. Oh no. Bit of lag spike. Okay, there's the counter hit. There's a good bit of risk on that hit. Slowly crank that here. Oh, the counter hit jump dust. Doesn't confirm off it. Don't quite think he had that.
Confirm with the far slash.
Oh, burst bait! Oh, that's a painful way to lose the first round of the potential final set here. Of course, do remember that Bella does have to reset the bracket.
Man, that was a painful burst bait, especially when I think bursting the initial counter hit, the initial jump slash would have worked out, but chose to keep it expecting a bait immediately, and Bella, unfortunately, the mind game is working out against Bella here, and Devin taking the win in the very first game of Grand Finals. 2 more for Devin to win, but Bella will still keep on fighting.
Alright, here we go. Already he's got plus frames for days. The pressure just keeps mounting. The 6P will take that though. Okay, the throw.
Stuff here. Then as well, run up from through Devin. The pressure is going to be relentless as a nice FD from Bella. The jump dust sending through Devin to mid screen. And the continuation does the rest, but wake up Morto Pato is the solution. And through Devin gets yet another round.
It's only safe if you don't press, so don't go for overhead kiss there if you think he's getting Morto Pato, and that could cost Bella a round. That's the job of winning, but resetting the bracket here is a lot harder now.
If you get into the corner with Rambo.
It's so difficult to get out of, too. So we can't even fault the players here. Oh, what a throw! Another one.
Beautiful air shimmies there, breaking the wall as well, and Bella somehow reverting the situation, putting oh, okay. Weird 2-1-4H in the neutral from Devin, but is still not losing the game as Bella is still struggling to get something going. Ram is just incredible in this matchup.
Okay, and here we go. This is going to be a good bit of damage into corner pressure. Just go for the throw. Don't let the sword explode. Actually, text it this time.
Challenge from Bella.
Okay, counter hit. The burst gets her out.
Now Bella has meter though that is spent, confirming the Dolphin into full combo. Not enough to kill Ram, I think. But it's very, very close. Through the window, 2 bars of tension. Good block on the first Mortal Battle.
This is a pixel for both players. The burst is there for Bella. Oh, that's a bad counter hit. That could have been a bad burst bait once again. No meter for Bella. Yeah, there we go.
The backdash habit coming against Devin this time. And Bella finally gets a game on the board. A very hard fought game here for Bella. That corner pressure from True Devin almost seemed like it was inevitable. But Bella finding out a way to still tough it and get the game as well. So Bella, with newfound hope, I feel, can definitely bring this back.
Most definitely never count out the May. The damage can always reverse any situation if you're not careful. But let's head into the third round here. Oh, the 2D counter hit on Dolphin right off the bat. Oh, that deserves a wall bounce. Oh my god.
Rage to break the wall.
Okay, Daro PRCs to keep that pressure going as the Rekkas start coming out. Yep, that was a bit of a risky burst. It didn't work out this time.
Well, once again for good measure, and Devin from a suffering round to 1, which did not mean a lot of trouble. It's a trade here.
Okay, the
Another
6P actually traded. Good jump out.
Nice.
Back into the corner with you.
Collecting the sword as you go, like the Monopoly start point, and this is definitely not a starting point from Bella because Devin has them locked tight. Fails the Mortal Battle, gives Bella a second lease at life, but with this massive life lead and a 6P like that, there is no life for Bella. There is only set point coming up or through Devin.
Alright. Potentially the final game. Make sure you're gonna use those Matcherino codes. This is potentially the last chance you're gonna get. We go into the potential final match of the set.
So potentially your final opportunity to donate to the prize pool. So there's the match arena in the chat. Let's go as we also go into this set point. Devin with the Rekka cancels the jump out from Bella. The PRC from Devin, not getting anything out of it, and all of the meter goes to waste. As Bella gets a good 6P in the speed of 6P. Ram has one as well.
Here comes the pressure. Hold the damage. Actually wasn't too bad this time, but this is not where you want to be on the final potential set. Here's the PRC stagger pressure.
And it's already set point here.
Just a quick note, we didn't see Bella's signature color change this time for that final potential game. Could that be what's sapping the energy here?
Ooh, definitely a very good case here from Bella. No color change, maybe too nervous here in the situation, being 2-1 against Devil. Look at that risk so high up. The instant blocks into the throw tech. It was insane from Bella, but it's still Ram and True Devin with the offender situation.
Okay, bursts, the risky one works this time around. You have to play perfectly here, otherwise it's gone. Bursts off, doesn't want to deal with it. Oh, the counter hit. Oh, this is getting close.
Instead,
It might be, it's Ram after all. And that is it. And True Devin will be your Hessen Crash Online champion. A hard-fought victory, might I add.
but a brilliant victory nonetheless. Bella will be defeated 3-1, just like the previous set that they had in winner's bracket as well. So Devin will get the lion's share of the spoils. The prize pool of $33.76. Shoutouts to Banshee Bomb, Not Pichu, Salt Mine League, and Babotaku for claiming the code. Extra shoutouts to Babotaku and Jetstream for doing some Matcherino sponsored quests as well, netting 50 cents from Jetstream and 40 extra cents from Babotaku as well. So that's $1 full almost of donations from the Matcherino side quest. So it's so easy to generate money just like that from the Matcherino. Thank you so much. And we're at a prize pool of $33.76. So not a bad pot, shall I say.
Not bad at all. Now, I actually do quickly, before we go here, want to highlight just how insane Devin's run was here. If we look at the bracket, we're talking pure 3-0 victories with 2 exceptions, both being 1 loss in 1 set against Bella and then another single loss against Bella. He only dropped games against Bella and he only dropped 1.
In one whole tournament run, True Devin did not drop enough games to lose a set altogether. That makes it even more impressive.
Mildly put, just saying it's not easy doesn't do this justice. But in the end, he did make it out. This has been an incredible tournament. Thank you so much, all of us, for joining us today. Again, be sure to be on the lookout for the upcoming games, both returning and new for Season 5 of Challenger League. And get signed up for the next Hessen Crash, which is going to be offline in October from the 14th to the 16th, I believe. So get signed up, get there, meet us there if you can. Alright, so I have been CSA. This has been incredibly fun as well. Thanks to Rexu, my co-commentator. I hope you had a good time as well.
Obviously, it's always a blast commentating with you. As for plugs, I'm not very how do you say, widespread on social media, but there's my Twitter handle right below me. It's my name, and you can follow me there. You can follow what I'm about to. Generally, commentary. That's basically it, honestly. And how about you, though, CSA? Where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on the Twitter. That's also gonna be here on there, just as yours was. But personally, I don't use a whole lot of social media either. I mostly use it to show off some of the projects I work on, and if I ask permission here, if I can shield really quick. All right, because I make a lot of figurines myself, and primarily my focus is on making Guilty Gear figurines. So if you're interested in that, hit me up on the Twitter DMs if you have any suggestions. But for now, that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all at the next Season 5 Challenger League.